invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready-mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or Pro Mix?
Hey, Hawk fans, when you shop at Alumni Hall, you're getting the ultimate Razorback shopping experience. Alumni Hall has the largest and best selection of Arkansas apparel and accessories, from Nike, Champion, Comfort Colors, Yeti, apparel for the entire family, and gifts for the grad and alumni. For every $150 you spend, you'll receive a $10 reward. Go see them today and load up on Razorback gear. Alumni Hall on College Avenue, alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just wanted to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month, and thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. It's a much cloudier hump day for you, but some good news. Temperatures are going to remain on the mild side. We'll be in the mid-70s by lunchtime before topping out in the upper 70s, low 80s with a light breeze out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Those clouds could give way to a strong to severe thunderstorm as we get into the afternoon and evening hours. Your primary threats with this will be winds picking up, potential for hail and heavy downpours. We're going to see that threat continue for Thursday afternoon. With your Get Ready weather, I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
Ruskin and Zach coming at you right here, ESPN Arkansas. Oh, man, what a day. It is Wednesday, right? Is that correct?
That is what the calendar says.
All right.
Sure, we'll run with it.
I got confused there for a second. We've been talking about various things in the build-up to this much anticipated broadcast. We have a great show planned out for you. I don't know when it's going to air, but we do have a great show.
There will be one
planned out
day.
for you one of these days. Yeah, we'll get to it. The phone number, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Bill is here as well. Bill, good afternoon.
Right back at you.
Bill's been having a very creative day today. I'm very impressed with young William today.
Okay. William, give his full name. Wow.
Yeah. Right. Well, he heard that because I was talking to the farmers insurance people behind us.
Shout out to the people in the building behind us.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when that's the first time I've been recognized. 1 week.
Yeah, welcome.
Dude, recognized.
Does our fame precede us?
Is our fan here?
That's right.
That's right. You do.
The guy at the gate at the Naturals game knows who we are last night, and he was asking why we sit with the regular people
because we're regular
when we go to
people.
the games. And I'm like, we're not mooches like these other clowns who pretend to be in the media. We're just here for a free meal.
Yes,
I mean, yes, I got a free ticket and free parking, but I paid for my hot dog and my water last night. By God, like an American, and I would have gotten more if the line wasn't so long.
Mm-hmm. A big night night last night.
I did. I was going to go get some Cracker Jacks for like the second inning, but the line was too long. I didn't want to miss Clayton Kershaw pitching. So
we drove by after I picked the kid up from
oh, it's insane.
Oh, it was nuts. I mean, it looked like a good crowd. For a late announced, Major League Hall of Famer pitching, it looked like he had a good crowd. Hacker was there.
He was.
It's a bit.
I saw Hacker there.
He told me he
on his
skipped
birthday.
the Razorback game to go to see Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, is that acceptable? Do you have the heart of a Razorback if you skip the Arkansas game to go watch Clayton Kershaw pitch? 10 miles up the road or whatever it is.
I think for Clayton Kershaw, you can be excused. Gilligan is apparently still in line.
Yeah, it was. There were more people in line than in the stands. Sometimes it was unusual. Great seats though.
Mm-hmm.
Moved around, sat wherever I wanted.
Yep.
I was on the side, and I went more closer to home plate so I could truly appreciate Clayton Kershaw and the movement and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With the pitching and
Cags
everything.
got him twice.
Cags got him twice. He double down the left field line. That's a Bull
It's
Durham.
a big dude. I mean, I don't know where you were sitting, but if you're like field level,
when he came out for the game, I'm right there, even with the bag at first, and he comes over there at first base, and he's got some tree trunk legs.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
He looks like a pro baseball player.
He does. I don't know why he had his sunglasses on the back of his head.
It's a style thing, I think.
It's dumb. Don't do it.
Well,
don't do it.
Yeah,
when you make $200 million, you can do that, and then they'll call you colorful. But right now you're just the bonus baby. He wore number 26, Clayton Kershaw, not 22.
Okay.
But there are a lot of 22s in the stands.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're in there for one start. Don't be a jerk and take somebody's number. Although, if
anyone could, he could.
But if you're like a right fielder for the Drillers, maybe you give it up for a night.
Maybe, yeah.
Eddie says that if Phil didn't have to call the game, he would have been there. Yeah, I told
he should have done both, like Kevin Harlan. Call the Razorback game from Arvis Ballpark. That's what he should have done.
I told him about it yesterday. He's like, no, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be over there tonight. So it was
too bad.
No.
I hate when your day job gets in the way of having fun. You know what I mean? That's
the
too
Nationals
bad.
put up the two hits. He went double single, and I mean you could.
Yeah.
I mean those are two. That's a pro and a future pro going at it.
Now I did leave after his 3 innings of work, which I kind of felt bad about. But then again, I was still hungry.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Kershaw, a couple innings, and you get out.
Well, that's all he did was 3 innings, and then he was done.
Yeah, gets back in the Uber.
I knew it. I figured as well. He was at 51 pitches after 3, and I'm like, okay, let me go get a hat, and then I'm leaving. And that's what I did. I went and bought another hat in the store. So you got okay. So and again, I paid for the hat. I'm not a freeloading bum like some of these people out here.
All right. So which hat did you get?
It's the
purple one.
purpley blue one. Yeah,
the purple one.
Well, whatever.
It
purpley
looks like
blue.
the Lakers.
It's at home. I would have brought it in here, and we could have done that whole is the dress gold or blue thing with the hat. Is it blue or purple? I left it at home. Wore it. It's very nice. I have a giant head. Good Lord.
What size?
7.5.
Wow, that's
a big dome.
Big dome.
There's not much going on in there either.
No, there's a lot of room, a lot of elbow room up there.
Space for rents is what it is up there.
Bailey wants to know if Kershaw's plane was in the air by the 4th. The 5th, definitely. This was a get acquainted, and then he's on his way back to the club.
Yeah. Thanks, but I could also tell the way he was talking to the catcher when he came off the field for the 3rd. That was probably the last time they were ever going to see each other in their life.
I mean, like how cool for the catcher though. I mean, you're catching Kershaw. That's not bad. Not a bad night out at the park. Well, I'm glad you got to go and have fun.
Thank you. Right.
The free ticket, the free parking pass, and all the other stuff.
Yeah, thank you. But I paid for the hat and the food.
You did pay for the hat and the food.
I'm not a total mooch.
No, not total.
I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I don't understand that. You're just going to go get a free meal and then leave?
Yes.
You're a bum.
Well, you're in the media. That's what we do.
Bum of the week. Yeah. They don't even feed the media anymore, do they?
No.
They give you a coupon,
no,
right?
No,
they don't do that?
The Nats do.
Arkansas, you get a coupon.
No.
But it's great because you could go get to the you can go to like anywhere you want. Use your $15 or whatever it is. Get your a real burger off the grill or a barbecue or whatever it is.
Then here's the thing with that. It's like if you're doing a weekend game and I'm doing it, you better beat me there to the food because I'm taking it. All of it.
So they bring it in.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right there in the room.
Does anybody cover these games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bob and Branson sneezed and threw out his back today, so his texts are sponsored by beer and pain pills.
That's a good.
Been there, man. Been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Okay.
BE wants to know if you wore an IFB to the game.
No.
I didn't wear my TV makeup either. No.
Hacker wants to just correct you. You threw to 2 batters in the 4th.
Well, I was gone by then.
Oh, yeah. Well, there it is.
I was gone by then.
So you missed. You were on your way home.
Well, it was after 8. No,
All
it's
right.
it's time to go.
All right. What else?
After
did we
my
miss?
bedtime.
Okay. So did the
Yeah.
Naturals win?
I don't know the answer to that.
All right.
Should I know the answer to that?
Well, I mean, you were there.
Well, I wasn't there at the end, though. I was just there at the
Figured
beginning.
you would just check the score.
I'm checking it right now.
See, a mooch doesn't check the score.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on.
A person who is invested in the game knows
No.
what the final
A
score was.
mooch goes to the press box, eats, and leaves. That's a mooch.
A mooch goes to the game and then leaves.
They won 9-7.
Hey, how
And
about
a
that?
shootout.
Go.
How about that? Playing tonight. A couple weeks they got Screaming Kids Day. You got that? That's a 10 a.m.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? It depends on what day of the week it is. I think I can do it. I think I can work it in. But no, that generally
You'll work it in.
Yeah, somehow.
Can't believe we're looking at minor league baseball box scores, but here we are.
Dr. K says beer and pain pills is what gets most of us through the show.
It certainly helps me. I don't know about the rest of you, but yeah, that's very
Abner
helpful.
says, so the press gets the same NIL deal as athletes. You get free food.
You're not getting the $500,000.
Bailey said Tulsa had 5 errors last night. Are we sure that they didn't have some guys from Missouri in there?
Maybe they did. 5 errors.
Now,
Good Lord.
Now we were a part of this yesterday, 2 days ago. Tanner and Gilligan are high school classmates. Played football together.
Oh wow!
Back in Arkansas. Obviously, Tanner's in Mississippi now. That's what we do here. We bring people together. They found each other through the show.
Wow, and that's a lovely story.
Isn't that great?
It is.
Better than the story Tanner told us yesterday.
Oh my God, that did not make the podcast, by the way. The COX or whatever. That sounds worse, doesn't it?
Here we go.
My bad.
Tulsa had 5 errors last night. They had 5 Crowder kids.
Okay, and again, how did Crowder get wrapped up in all this? I don't even. None of us have ever said anything ill about Crowder. This is a text machine creation.
That is correct. And
they've started it.
It's a texter out of Missouri.
Right.
And Crowder keeps taking.
They must have rejected his application once, so he had to go to he had to go to Diesel Driving Academy or something like that.
Jamie from Fayetteville went to high school with Tommy. God, Jamie, you're older than
Tommy
dirt.
Kraft.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You are old.
Man, that's something.
All right.
That it? Abner says Tanner never finished the story. No, and he never will, unfortunately. Just stick to writing the songs. All right. Just stick to the music.
Yeah, that was mouth of a preacher.
I know.
Preacher.
I'm just sitting here waiting for the "let's move on" text from on high. Let's get rid of this. I was just waiting for it. And it never happened. What did he say? Yeah.
Listen. Some of y'all need Jesus, and you need him like today. Like now.
And we thought Tanner could help you with that.
Yeah, but apparently Tanner's your leader.
That's up in the air now.
He's like, what is it? He's a Pied Piper leading you into trouble. Hey.
That's right. Yeah, he is leading you down the path to trouble, it seems like, in radio world. Oh, all right. Well, we got a few things that have occurred here that we can talk about. About our I have so much stuff, I don't know how to dispense it all for you.
Just pick one.
Well, what's the best sports insult you can lay on somebody?
Okay.
That just cuts them to the core.
Okay. So we had this little conversation before, and it's actually a poll question right now.
Okay, good. We'll address it.
We'll use my friend as an example. He is a big Yankees fan.
Your friend.
And I called him right before the show, and I said, Derek Jeter is a compiler. To which he responded with, then proceeded to just rattle off every bona fide he had. I think calling someone a compiler in sports terms may be the greatest insult of all time, because now you are fighting battles on multiple fronts.
So I think today it's the most ruthless insult.
Yes.
I don't know if it's always been this way. Maybe like the last 10 years. Like I think 15 years ago, maybe something else was the greatest insult. But this feels like this is like Roberto Alomar spitting in that umpire's face. Is what it feels like nowadays. when you call someone a compiler. That's what I think.
I'm going to try this out at one of Kinsey's AAU games and just see what happens.
Is it on the bingo card?
Not yet, but I can place it on the bingo card. But if I turn to someone who's really into it, like screaming, yelling, your kid's a compiler, and see what happens, and then just like you said, just walk away.
To me, it's like you can say stuff and people will like stay in their chair. If you called someone a compiler, they will get up out of their chair and charge you. Like they will.
Right now, okay.
They will physically want to do harm.
Seth from Fort Smith is asking, would you consider Steve Kerr and Robert Ory compilers? No. I would consider Derek Jeter a compiler.
Okay, all right.
He was never the best player at his position.
Right.
He just played forever, and he has big numbers.
Right.
He's a compiler.
Okay.
Not, Rob, big shot Bob. I mean,
LeBron's a compiler.
Let's
just throw it out there.
LeBron is a compiler.
He's a compiler.
Yes. Rafael Palmeiro, compiler.
Also, if you are 40 and you take a month off every year to go get your blood changed, like you're going to Quickie Lube in Germany, like LeBron does, compiler. There you go.
Ryan in Fort Smith says Tom Brady, compiler of rings. Tom Brady was winning at the end of his career.
Compiler of rings.
That's not.
He never had the giant off the cliff drop off.
Okay, here we go. Matt from the 501, Jim Tomey, compiler.
That's a good one.
That's a really, really good one.
That's a good one. But it's funnier when it's like, so a couple things here. You're giving examples of actual compilers. The insulting part is when you call someone with great accomplishment, like Coach K, compiler.
Well, he's got multiple national titles.
That's where it's an insult.
Like Jerry Tarkanian, compiler. Now, Lurch brings up a good point. Calling a basketball player a free throw merchant is also good.
Free throw merchant.
That's good, but it doesn't insult his entire game.
Okay. Does that mean he takes a lot of free throws?
Yes,
or
he's always at the foul line.
Oh, what an exciting brand of basketball that is. Oh, man. Okay. But that's the big, it used to be like your mama jokes. Like that would send people into a rage. Now when you call their favorite athlete a compiler,
we've made Josefa mad.
Why?
These dudes are all stars. They're not just average players. See, that what we've done is we've hit a nerve with Josefa. Jeter's a compiler. He was never the best player at his position. He might not have even been second.
No. He had that one good play in the World Series.
He's a punch and Judy's what he was. I mean,
he threw them out from from left field.
Okay, Ross in Paris may have our ultimate compiler. James Harden is a compiler.
That's a compiler.
That's a compiler.
Oh, yeah, that guy's a one.
Bill, you in on that?
Yeah, he's a few other things too.
A fiduciary. And
Ryan in Fort Smith says Nick Cannon, compiler.
Well played, sir. Well played. Oh, that's good.
Grant, come on, learn. You almost read it. I thought that was an I.
You almost read it.
Lurch.
You almost rainwatered this thing.
I almost did. Lurch.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Jim in Fort Smith says calling a quarterback a check down Charlie.
Compiler.
All skid. I mean that's insulting.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins compiler. He's a compiler.
Phillip Rivers
compiler. Big time.
Compiler.
What, he win one playoff game in his life?
And I hate to say this because of our friend Dustin over at Lewis. Drew Brees, compiler.
Thank you. He's got a Super Bowl.
Yeah. He does.
Even if it's not true, it's the quickest way to just send somebody their head spinning off in a sports.
Okay, here you go. Carmelo Anthony, compiler.
That's correct.
Allen Iverson, compiler.
Right.
Look, I have a theory in basketball called the Iverson theory, which is if I shoot it enough, I'm going to score 30. It's called the Iverson theory. I'm just going to keep chucking it till it goes in.
Sean Kemp, compiler.
Yeah, but that's in a different sport. Wilt Chamberlain, compiler.
Yes, sir.
Bailey in Springdale says the Buffalo Bills organization, compiler. Ross in Paris, Mike Tomlin.
Oh, old 9-7 Mike Tomlin.
I like Mike Tomlin.
I guess 10-7 now.
Hacker calls SGA a free throw merchant.
100%.
Oh boy.
Now, to piss Sterling off, Emmitt Smith, compiler.
I think we've done that before.
Yeah.
You just kept tweaking him that one day.
Was so much fun. Caleb Pangburn, Dan Marino, compiler.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino was a compiler.
Should rot in hell.
Goonie, Kobe Bryant was not a compiler. I'm sorry. Shaq's Undies, compiler.
Did you see what they did last night?
No.
Okay, they had in the studio a portable toilet next to Shaq's seat in the studio.
Okay. See,
apparently Charles didn't notice it until like they were in the middle of doing something. He's like, "Why is there a toilet in here?" That is the best show. God, the games may be weak, but that show is always great.
Russell in Boonville says Steve Young, compiler. Shut up.
He got one.
He got one in and a couple of MVPs.
Stan Humphries is a compiler.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin. God.
Alec Baldwin.
What's wrong with you guys?
Wow.
Oh, man. Tanner?
Okay.
Tanner?
Bobby Petrino, compiler.
Yeah. Barry Bonds.
Compiled a lot of offensive yards.
Tanner,
Not a lot of championships
Tanner
there.
says Coach Cal.
He's got that Liberty Bowl to keep him warm.
Sidney Dean, compiler.
Sydney
Dean.
Ain't no vista and there ain't no view.
Austin calling Barry Sanders a compiler. Listen here, Austin.
Oh.
Austin, I like you. And I'm going to give you a chance to take
Caleb in Pangburn. DVH compiler. Caleb, you're going to hell for that one. You better go repent your sins right now.
Crowder College, compiler. God, what is with you people?
Or Crowder College. Coming to you from the Crowder College studios. Oh, whoops. My bad. Oh, man. All right.
Dominique Wilkins, compiler.
Oh, Dominique. There you go.
Ernie Banks.
Play two.
What's wrong with
you
you guys?
want to compile 2 games in the same day.
Yeah. Tony, second attorney says Tony Gwynn. We will not accept that.
Okay. All right.
Not Tony Gwynn. Randy Moss, compiler.
There may be an AT&T outage happening. Just so you guys know.
Again?
I just got a little thingy.
Happened yesterday.
Well, okay, maybe I'm late.
No, that sounds like them.
Okay.
We may or may not be continuing this broadcast.
No, we're safe.
Okay. Darn it.
Yeah, no.
Why can't this ever affect us? Remember when the power would go out every day here?
Blackouts, those were nice.
Oh, man. Oh, we won't have it fixed till 7:30. All right. Bye. Good day. We'll be back with the news and whatnot. Ruscin and Zach.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts. The Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my $R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Dog Party USA has been voted the best boarding and daycare facility since 2007. Located in the heart of Northwest Arkansas, this woman, veteran, and locally owned business has everything your pup needs to have a great time. With 5 acres, indoor and outdoor play areas, an agility yard, and a swimming pool, there's something fun for every size dog. Trained pet care technicians supervise play groups 7 days a week, equipped with the latest air purification technology and cleaning protocols to keep your dog safe. Visit the website at dogpartyusa.com for more information.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a
Thanks
cash
for watching
offer.
us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah, the Hidden Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not a chicken place.
When did you guys become a chicken place?
Chicken? Can't a taco place do good nuggets? Are we not allowed to do both?
What do you mean?
You think it's cool to do both, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are they okay?
I don't think so.
We're totally a taco place that's a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here.
Yeah, a real grand slam of a pun.
Definitely not a strikeout.
Anyway, Hog fans, if you're looking for something with a hog on it, come by the Stadium Shop on Razorback at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
That's right. Or you can go to their websites, www.
Dad, I think what you mean to say is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
And whether it's a shirt, pool table, or anything in between, come by the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
The Stadium Shop is the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in the country.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs. ESPN 99.5. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
I got a problem.
I mean, you got several, but okay.
I didn't write anything today.
The Hogs won.
Here,
The Cardinals lost.
I'm going to get through this. Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because I had nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert's Arrow Man that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. Baseball team won last night 10-0 in 7 innings, I believe.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. They played again tonight. 5 Razorbacks heading to Gainesville this weekend to play Florida.
And this game is on linear television.
Actual television.
SEC Network.
Andy Mountain Home says, Newt Rockney, compiler. Listen.
Lou Holtz, compiler.
I do have a question for you, and just I'll do the polls, and then I have an actual
Okay.
show. Well, Bill, we have these from time to time. We have these on-air show meetings, and we're gonna have an on-air show meeting in just a minute.
Yeah, because when you don't get here to 1:45 like me, you don't have time to meet before the show. So you got.
Your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by nobody in particular. When you say to someone you're going to take a little nap, what is the expected nap time? Hour or less, 1 to 2 hours, 3 or more. 52.6% of you say 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. You can't have a nap longer than 2 hours. That's just sleep.
When I worked at the network, we actually did a story with Dr. Bob Bazell. 90 minutes is the optimal nap time.
Okay, there you go. Science.
Longer, 2 hours plus, that's just sleep. That's not a nap anymore.
Okay. 52.6% of you say 1 to 2 hours. 40.4% say less than an hour. As a grumpy adult, which you two are,
and you're not.
Which bothers
Bring
you?
in those hip waders from the other room, please.
Which bothers you the most? Open doors, lights on, loud noises, or people?
Okay, you know what I did?
Oh, good.
I was a tour in this place over the weekend, and I went through and was turning all the lights off. Nobody lives there. Brand new. But I was just.
Derek votes for lights.
I'm the light guy.
I have a problem with people, but I'm specific about it. Like when
specific people.
Well, like when you're walking out of the grocery store or the Walmart or whatever, and you get to the front doors and you just stop because you forgot where you parked.
Yeah,
Those people that just randomly stop need to get trucked.
Yep. Please stand in the middle of the parking lot and figure this out. Not in the middle of the doorway. Thank you.
64% of you said people. 17% of you say loud noises. 14% agree with Derek and say leaving the lights on. If your pet doesn't like them, should you?
Oh, the person?
Yeah.
Well, no, of course not.
80% of you said no.
You know, they can pick up on stuff we can't, like smells and whatnot. So they know.
Here's one we just added just 20 minutes ago. Is calling someone's favorite athlete a compiler the worst insult you can say.
Yes.
52% of people say no.
Well, y'all don't get it then. Y'all don't understand.
Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by nobody. Go grab ass. Okay, show meeting.
Yes.
Because I am not involved at all in the stream, thank God. When do we come back? When do you actually see us?
Generally when the music starts.
Okay, so we're like the whole time, the music, the liners, all of that stuff comes. Because I need to be very aware if I'm yawning, mining for gold, whatever.
Stretching your ass.
Yeah, something like that. You don't want to be caught doing that because that's one of those things that doesn't go away.
Any of it then.
Well, I mean, these are natural things.
Okay.
But like we came back when the music started and I was in full yawn.
I don't know if they saw it or not.
Okay.
And I can't replay it on this thing.
Okay, well,
I mean, someone can, but I can't.
Mining for your gold is not
natural. Oh, right.
You mining for your gold.
Right. You can mine for your own, not anyone else.
Abner can replay it and he can tell us what he saw. We can go to the VAR on that. We can go see if you were yawning or picking your nose or something coming out of the last break. Okay, we'll look into that. Lurch is on fire today. Lurch, don't you have a tour group or something to show around over there? Man, he's just
like a customer coming in or
he's trying
something.
to get us in trouble.
I know. BE with advice for you, Bill. If somebody stops at the entrance or exit to a Walmart, you clip them in the heel with your shopping cart. They won't do that again.
Well, the other thing that I have a problem with is nobody can walk straight.
No.
Everybody has everybody has their head buried in their phone. But I'm fun fact for the Jackals, I'm a jarhead. I know how to walk a straight line, and people just tend to wander, and it just drives me insane.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the text here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zach Arn's marriage compiler.
Marriage compiler, yeah.
No, divorce compiler.
That's correct. Best
potato tomato, as Ty would say.
Best $2,300 I ever spent. Caleb says, Marcus.
What's the worst 23? No, we don't need to get into it. Never mind. Forget I asked.
Well, it wasn't Tijuana. I had a good time there.
Marcus Freeman compiler.
Yeah, we'll see how much he compiles your ass in
He's going to compile 65 points.
Yeah, he is.
In September here at the stadium.
They're going to keep handing it to Jeremiah Love. Again.
Jeremiah Love compiler.
Bill, do you tell people to get off your lawn?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've only had a lawn I didn't have a lawn back in Colorado. I'm new to lawns. So not
Russell
yet.
and Boonville says
you mowed the lawn.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I did. Well, I was on the phone with the insurance company for an hour before I got to the mowing went fine.
Okay. Jeff is texted on the private line. I am a stalker compiler.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
That's
I am,
true,
man.
and we have the court documents to back
Yes,
that up.
we do.
By the way, let me predict now. I got my that big that big hat that Doc Brown wore, that metal
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Future Boy. I will predict now what they're going to say following the Notre Dame game and Jeremiah Love about the Arkansas defense. Are you ready? Here goes.
I can't wait.
Outside of those 3 80-yard runs, they held it to like 2 yards of carrying. The problem was those 3 80-yard runs. He scored 3 touchdowns.
Do I need to hold a class for our local media before they go into that thing? Because this is different, boys.
This is a class for the local media every day.
Okay.
Here, all right.
All right.
Ring the bell. School's in. Thank you. That's right.
Bill, Brian and Fort Smith would like you to know that sometimes if they're members of our audience, they cannot walk a straight line because they are intoxicated. So be careful. That is 1,000% correct.
And I understand, but if you're gonna partake, just stay home.
Jay in Cave Springs says simplify.
Yep. Didn't know you were a jarhead. So there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Is Patricia a compiler? God. I didn't realize we were going to get this much run out of compiling, but
milk it, baby. Milk it. Like Bruce Coslett.
Milk it.
Remember, you guys are on camera. Don't do that.
Oh, God.
Don't do that. Both of you are guilty.
It was the Bruce Coslett thing.
It's an NFL Films thing. But you milk it. Milk it.
I know.
You were just asking about the feed, and you're just doing that.
No, I lose all sense of time and space sometimes.
The NFL means not for long. I'll be sacking groceries. That's Jerry Glanville, who I saw in Searcy last year at a football game.
Dan Mount Ida says he is a text compiler.
No, BE is a text compiler.
Yeah, until you
30 some odd thousand of
40.
40,000.
Until you get to like 40,000.
I wish we got paid every time.
Well, they used to do that, 10 cents a text.
Yeah, but the money should go to us.
Oh,
what will we have? We'd have like
and
we could put a pool in here.
Get the money we're owed to us.
We could put a new kitchen in or something.
That's what we. Oh, speaking of new, I don't want to grab that because I don't know if there's. We got Bill brought us a bomb, like an actual bomb. We have a bomb in our studio,
among other things.
Bill brought us a bomb. It's right there.
Yeah, I brought a bomb.
That's a Korea War era bomb, correct?
Gotta be. Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, does it have used pinball parts in there, or is it like real?
It wasn't built for the Libyans.
No,
built for our side.
I don't know. It's just a bomb. Good Lord, I don't know.
It reminds me of the bomb Slim Pickens wrote in Dr. Strangelove a little bit.
Hey, here's the thing. You guys are bragging about all the random stuff in there and how random it is.
Yeah.
I figured I'd contribute.
And there is nothing more random than, hey, here's a bomb.
Are we allowed to have this?
Well,
now, can we hook it to the plunger and see what happens? Can we do that?
At your own peril, knock yourself out.
Can we find an empty field to try this in?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll go grab a baseball bat. We'll play it. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. We'll go hit it. See what happens.
With Samir and Michael. There you go.
Megan, thanking you for your service.
Well, thank you, Megan, for acknowledging my service.
Here's Abner with a screenshot of me yawning on camera.
Yes.
Thank you, Abner. That's a good day.
Yeah, so that was the first thing this morning. He comes in here and he's like, he sounded like Frankenstein coming down the hall. He was like kind of like dragging something, and boom, bomb.
We have the results of the VAR are in.
Oh, okay.
You were not yawning when we came back from commercial.
Thank God.
The ruling on the field.
All right.
What are they going to say now? It's not confirmed. It stands.
Inconclusive.
All right.
Upheld. That's what it is.
Upheld. Okay.
Upheld. You were not yawning. Because they changed that this year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they're going to change.
They're changing the language.
Right. That's right. Yes, Shane says hook it up to the plunger, find out if it's a dud or not.
Okay.
I'd also like to be at least 500 feet away when we, go kablammy on that thing. Do anybody got a lot of wire? We can, okay, never mind.
Andy Mountain Home says he's got 16 more minutes of sports today. That's all he's got. Okay.
My dad says nothing screams more random than a Korean War bomb in a radio studio.
Then I've done my job.
Yeah, we have.
Right, mission accomplished.
We are your show for weaponry.
We got a flail,
swords,
dynamite
plunger, and now a bomb,
BB guns.
We're ready, man.
Yeah, we are set, man. We are totally ready to go. All right.
GE says to put it in a bucket of gasoline and shoot fireballs at it. It's a Joe Dirt.
Joe Dierte.
Abner wants you to tell us some Korean War stories. You were there, Bill.
Hang on, I'm replying. Somebody's ripping on Marines. I'm going to reply to that.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just going to make Bill mad.
Don't shoot him. You'll only make him mad.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. So what else? Did we miss anything? Did we cover everything?
Well, I have a few other things, but we haven't got to those yet. So we are. I don't know.
Okay.
We're here.
Dan in Mount Ida just butt dialed the station by accident.
Is that what that was?
Yep.
That might not be him on the phone. Then.
Doug and Mountain Home trying to keep us on track. Shamar Easter and Juju Pope have entered the transfer portal. Thank you.
Is that football?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Remember, Shamar Easter was the big 4-star tight end that was going to change the offense.
They're never going to figure out tight end with Bobby Petrino. They're just not. It's going to be a disaster again this year. I mean, that's why what's his name? Haas left. So
that's not why he left. It's because they wouldn't throw him the damn ball.
Column A, column B.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Arturo says the Korean War is actually a police action.
All right.
Okay, we're going to stay away from the police action.
Start a holy war here.
Yeah, no politics involved.
Yeah.
Right. My dad, you didn't get a brat last night? No, I got a hot dog, and I paid for it because I'm not a freeloading mooch like some of the people are in our industry.
However, you are pretty proud that you paid for it.
And a hat. I gave him all my money last night. I don't know what more I could have done.
Dr. K says Bill made it through the Korean War. Don't rip on anything he likes.
To be fair, Bill was not in the Korean War. His father was.
That's your story.
Right?
No, actually, the story goes my father traded for that when he was in high school.
Oh.
Traded a Model A or something for it.
Okay.
A Model A.
Well, there you go. All right, we'll be back in a minute. ESPN Arkansas. If you're using Facebook as your website, don't do that because they're in charge. You're not in charge, and it's your business. Modular Orange is going to make it easy for you to have a professional website designed, written, launched, and kept up to date for just $95 a month. No upfront costs, no hidden fees. And Modular Orange's team will handle it all, hosting, security, and updates. You focus on building your business. They're going to focus on building your website. And they're not going to dilly-dally around either. They're going to get this thing up and running for you without dragging it out for months. $95 a month. Go to modularorange.com. Take control of your online presence with Modular Orange. Fast, affordable, and hassle-free. modularorange.com. We'll be right back.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
It's our 47th anniversary at Burton Pools and Spas. Save on Doughboy pools, up to $12.50 off above ground pools and up to $2,300 off semi-in-ground pools. Doughboy pools are the most durable, with the best warranty and proudly made in the USA. Ready to relax? Hot Springs is the #1 selling hot tub brand, starting at $134 a month. Grab these amazing deals at all 3 Burton Pools and Spas locations. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista and Steve Harp in Springdale.
Evan Cohen here. When you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine, especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. So what ends up happening? You do a few push-ups and sit-ups in your room, run around the block, or you just skip it entirely. Lame. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover there's a fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and power your bis and tris the right way, or de-stress with some cardio. The choice is yours. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. It's a much cloudier hump day for you, but some good news. Temperatures are going to remain on the mild side. We'll be in the mid-70s by lunchtime before topping out in the upper 70s, low 80s with a light breeze out of the southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Those clouds could give way to a strong to severe thunderstorm as we get into the afternoon and evening hours. Your primary threats with this will be winds picking up, potential for hail, and heavy downpours. We're going to see that threat continue for Thursday afternoon. With your Get Ready weather, I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We got a text here from Andy in Mountain Home. We talk about how big a buffoon Hunter Yurachek looks like every time he speaks about NIL. Starting with the touchdown club. It started before that, but okay, so here's the deal on NIL and CBS Sports. Brandon Marcello, who's from up here, who works for CBS now, he's got the deets on this whole Madden Iamaleava deal, all right? It's all in the article on CBSSports.com. Madden initially committed to UCLA, but flipped to Arkansas in a surprise announcement. He agreed to a 1-year NIL deal with the Arkansas Edge Collective. A source said payouts for quarterbacks of his stature, a 4-star prospect in 247's rankings, fetched close to $500,000 during the winter signing period, industry sources told CBS.
Okay.
Contracts at Arkansas commonly include language requiring players to reimburse 50% of the money remaining on their deal should they leave for another school, according to documents reviewed by CBS Sports. Madden Iamaleava roughly had 8 months remaining on his contract, meaning the collective expects a 6-figure buyout. Okay. We're going to go over this again, like we did yesterday. You can do this, and you have the high ground to do this. However, if you're the only school that's going to enforce this, you are going to make recruiting here that much more harder than it already is for these coaches. Because you're going to be the only one that enforces these things. If you get everybody else to do it, okay, we've got some actual change here. But it's already hard enough to get top prospects to come to this school. And now, if they decide to get up and leave, they're going to owe you $600,000 on the way out the door.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to help.
Question. And I don't know if Brandon covered this at all. Did they give it to him in one lump sum? If you paid him monthly or weekly or biweekly, like regular people,
doesn't say how
you wouldn't have to recoup any of this money.
But it doesn't say how it was doled out.
What kind of a stooge gives up that much money up front and goes, here?
To an 18-year-old?
Yeah, to an 18-year-old with a handshake and a wink and saying, hey, man, glad to have you.
Well, they had a contract. But
okay.
Yeah, but I don't know when the money was dispersed.
Paying the person monthly or weekly or biweekly, wouldn't that solve the problem? You would still have your money.
But here's the problem you might run into. And again, these are hypotheticals. Here's the problem you might run into. Okay, we're going to pay you a little at a time. This other school is going to give it to you all right now.
Uh-huh.
Well, now where are you going to go? But when you're 18, you don't know any better. You're going to go take all the money over here.
Okay, but this is where the adults come in. You've got a contract. You're getting the same amount of money either way. It's like taking the deferment to win the lottery, taking the lump sum.
Always take the deferment.
No.
What, you don't have to work for 30 years?
If they give you the lump sum, you don't have to work for 30 years.
No, you have to work for 30 minutes.
You got to hope the lottery doesn't go out of business. Give me my money when it comes to that.
Listen, this is America. The lottery's not going. Lotteries and buffets are not going out of business.
There is no business in the world. Like Bill, when you were going through the hiring process, if I said to you, you know what, I'm just going to give you a year's salary up front, you would have thought I was nuts. You would have taken it, but you would think I was crazy. No business.
Maybe it's
like
considered
that.
Like a signing bonus kind of thing.
You have a contract for what? Let's say it's $500,000, whatever the number happens to be. You're just going to write him a check for $500,000 and hope he stays, and then if he leaves, hope to recoup that money. What a stupid business plan!
How do we know he hasn't offered to repay it back? By the way, I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
It's gotta be fair.
Also, it's very convenient that they're willing to share all sorts of NIL contract details when they feel like they've been wronged.
Yeah.
But anytime someone follows all the rules, man, you can't get any piece of it. We don't know how much KJ made or Taylor Green or any of these people make. But now that they feel like they have been wronged by this kid, well, now, look at this, $500,000 and it's 12 months.
I guess it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just jarring to me that, a business, it's a poor business model to give the money away at the
that is correct. It is a poor business model.
You make them earn the money. You earn it by staying on campus.
But what if, with that situation, what if the other guy is offering to pay it all right now? Well, now you're competing with $500,000 over 12 months. What is that? Like, do the math. Where's our math thinking music? Do we have that? We have our math thinking music.
It's like a broken down car.
There it is. All right.
$500,000. What was it? 12 months?
That's a 12-month deal.
$41,000 a month.
Okay. So
I don't mean to be rude, but Madden can survive on $41,600 a month around.
Right. But when you're that age, and particularly with the poor advice that his father's giving him, it's $41,000 or $500,000. Well, you're going to go get the $500,000 every time. But that may be what they're up against. Again, I don't know, but that may be what they're up against.
You're getting $500 on day one, and I'm not paying you another dime the rest of the way. Or I'm going to give you $41 each month you're here.
Right. But I don't think clearly nobody in this situation is playing the long game.
Okay.
It's very short-sighted.
So
you're thinking $500,000 tomorrow or $41,000 tomorrow. You take $500,000.
Here's Jay from Rogers. I owned my own business for 18 years, and if I paid my employees a wage on January 1, I'd be out of business. It's the most idiotic thing ever.
Well, we don't know how it was doled out, but it does sound like this is the way it was sent out. If you're trying to recoup money, and instead of paying, if you were paid for 4 months, then you're here for 4 months. You paid for 4 months, okay. But I don't know. Did something extra kick in? Going into the summer. Did they get that in advance? Like that, I don't know how it was all.
He was here 3 months. Okay, let's just say he was here 3 months under the hey, I'm going to pay you a monthly scale. You're out about 120,000. You might be able to walk away from that and go, you know what? That's the cost of simply doing business with that family.
A couple of things here. Number one, Well, I forgot my train of thought. Bill, you had something.
Bill.
Well, I was just going to say, if you can afford to scratch that check in the first place, you can afford to lose it. Shut up and move on.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's
it
that's
looks
what he
petty
says.
and small. If you're, going to the mat over $400,000 or $300,000 or whatever it is.
$500,000.
Number one. And number two, given what we know now about this family, I mean, this is money well spent. You were throwing bad money after good to get rid of this. You don't have to deal with these people anymore.
Now,
whatever it costs, get out of here.
Here's a text on the 479. I don't know if this is true or not. The bulk of the money is paid like a pro contract. Larger checks are paid during the season, like a pro contract for game checks. I don't think that's accurate.
No, because
I don't think that they're not issuing them game checks.
Here's what you do.
Front loaded.
Here's what you do with the NIL. Think of the most intelligent way you could pay somebody. That's not the way it's done. It's done the stupidest way possible because it's college athletics. Nobody in college has run a business, so they don't know how to run a business. That's why they're all bad at this stuff, okay? They couldn't run a lemonade stand, much less when it comes to contracts and paying people.
Here's another point in this whole saga, and maybe this situation is the unicorn. Maybe it's different, but you got him on signing day.
Yeah.
You flipped him. You made certain concessions. Maybe you said, hey, you know what? We'll give it to you up front.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's what it is. You also wouldn't be in the business of trying to get it back if you hadn't given him a large sum of money. Like if you gave him 40 or 80, you're just going to let him go, man. You just write it off.
Another thing, is it worth going to the mat when you're a $160, $170 million business? Over $300,000. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to stand on? This guy didn't screw you out of $5 million. He screwed you in your eyes, maybe not in the eyes of an independent arbiter or whatever, but in your view as Arkansas, he screwed you out of like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Is it worth it? Are you tripping over dollars to pick up nickels at this point? You know what I mean?
On3 is reporting that Arkansas is asking for $200 back.
Okay,
that's On3 is reporting that.
Maybe they gave him $200 up front, and then the payments kicked in after that. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it worth it? $200,000? Is it worth it?
Yeah, why not?
To possibly, make it more impossible to recruit here? Is this the principle where you're willing to the hill you're dying on? $200,000? I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff. Ruscin and Zach and all of our shows here are on the Hit That Line Now app, brought to you by Taco Bell. New Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. For $5, go classic. For $7, go lavish. For $9, discover something new. Enjoy Lux your way. New Lux Cravings boxes only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drink excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista.
I thought that was a members-only place.
No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit BellaVistaPOA.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
Experience the flavors of chef-inspired modern Ozark cuisine at Mockingbird Kitchen in the Evelyn Hills Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Now that the weather is perfect, dine on their patio and enjoy delicious, seasonally inspired dishes from signature favorites to nightly specials. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, or if you prefer to stay in, you can order takeout and enjoy at home. Vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options are available. Make your lunch or dinner extraordinary at Mockingbird Kitchen, where great food meets great atmosphere. Mockingbird Kitchen, modern Ozark cuisine.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. A very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Hello, our fellow Arkansans. If you have had it with marketing gimmicks, fear-based sales, and a lack of consideration for your valuable time, then please give Ward & Son Plumbing a call or text at 479-305-9943. We provide fair pricing and timely services to all your plumbing needs. That's Ward & Son Plumbing at 479-305-9943.
It's mud bug season. Hey, Todd Richardson for Fish City Grill in Rogers. Yes, crawfish is here, but that's not the only great thing going on in the month of April. They've got their barbecue salmon tacos on their chalkboard special here at Fish City Grill. Grilled salmon, chipotle barbecue, crispy onion strings, chipotle slaw, plus it comes with a little Dijon potato salad. It's finally patio weather. Take advantage at Fish City Grill in Rogers. Friendly folks, serious seafood.
Only thing better than a crawfish dinner is 5 crawfish dinner.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Get ready, Arkansas. The first ever Bentonville Barbecue Festival is firing up on Saturday, May 31st at the Momentary. Featuring the best barbecue from Texas, South Carolina, KC, Georgia, Chicago, and locally here in Arkansas, plus over 15 of the top barbecue pitmasters from across the country. That's endless barbecue, live music, cold drinks, and a whole lot of good vibes right in the heart of Bentonville. Kids 10 and under eat free, so bring your appetite and bring your crew. Grab your tickets now and join us for the smokiest, sauciest Saturday of the summer. Visit BentonvilleBarbecueFestival.com. That's BentonvilleBarbecueFestival.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We're here. Still going. Ruscin and Zach. This is ESPN Arkansas. The Hit That Line Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. I have an exciting announcement for all of you. We're about to do Grill Bill again.
Yep. So get your questions in.
A time-honored tradition. This is the second time we've done it.
Get your questions in. What do you want to know?
Right.
You can ask Bill anything.
That's right.
And
I also think, if you need advice on life, right, I think Bill would be willing to give that as well.
He's a very wise man.
877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. So we're going to get some of these loaded up so we can play Grill Bill here again on Ruscin and Zach. Here's a text from Justin in Mountain Home regarding what we were talking about a moment ago with the NIL situation and whatnot. Justin from Mountain Home. Somebody needs to make an example of one of these punk-ass kids and their parents.
Okay.
So all of this stupid bleep stops. I hope they take every dime back. Dan in Mount Ida. Derek is right. The optics are bad. It will screw our recruiting. Abner calls the U of A an NIL compiler.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's the guy from the Naturals game. Thanks for taking a minute last night to clear up my question about all the moochers.
There are quite a few.
Thank you.
There are
That's
quite
right,
a few.
there are.
Look
That's
at you
right.
out there doing a public service.
Look at me out there talking to people.
Right.
By golly. Now, you need to have your own line for the dollar brats, and then the rest of us, there needs to be like a normal concession stand if you don't want a brat, where you can just get, whatever, a beer, a popcorn.
Lurchy's talking
whatever.
to you.
Right. It's just we're all trying to get better, right?
Yeah, that's all we're
trying to
do.
get this, this
10% better.
Have a concession stand where there's a sign that says no brats here, and then but you can get everything else, burger, whatever they got, all that stuff. But then everybody else could be in the brat line. But it was clogging up the whole situation.
Okay, so we've got a couple of questions here for Grill
All right,
Bill.
it's time for Grill Bill.
Now, this, again, a time-honored tradition. This is the second annual Grill Bill. You can ask Bill any question you want. Life advice, show advice, things you want to know about him. We can get started. Ethan in Atkins going to lead us off today.
Yeah, all right.
Bill, Ethan is a U.S. Postal employee.
And a pastor, apparently.
Right. Yes. Yeah, that's also true. He wants to know, how often do you go to the mailbox to get your mail?
Well, last week I said every day. However, I also have informed delivery, so I know when I'm getting mail.
Oh, yeah.
So
Me
it's actually not every day, but every day that I know I'm getting mail, yes, I check.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's great, isn't it?
So I didn't mean to lie. Yes, it is.
It's the one thing the Postal Service has done right in the last 50 years.
I did not mean to lie last week, but
it's a little elitist.
What, informed delivery?
Yeah.
It's
No,
the
it's
greatest.
fantastic.
It's the greatest thing the Postal Service has done in 50 years. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
that
that was the
and
Lindbergh
forever
stamp.
stamps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, forever stamps. Yeah. Well, there's a poll question.
Texter at the 870 wants to know if you're paid in crayons.
On occasion.
Well, you just got to hope
Crayola?
that check clears.
Or rose art. Those
Great-
were the cheap crayons that
Great
they had at
question from
Fred's.
BE. Bill, has one of your family members sunk a battleship or an airplane like my grandfather did in World War II?
Sadly, no.
Yeah,
My
Zach-
grandfather, the only U.S. serviceman to ever sink a U.S. ship.
Yeah, he did it.
Port of San Diego. Very, very,
Oops.
very proud. Let's see here. Do you believe that this show is bad for recruiting? That's from Andy in Mountain Home.
You're going to ask, who cares?
Okay.
Well, Jerry and Alma cares. Jerry was
and
very
other
upset.
fundamentalists of his
Fundamentalists.
right. The sports radio fundamentalists. That's what we call them.
Well, sure, maybe.
Yeah, we're bad for recruiting.
Now, Skeeter.
But you know what? Just real quick on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All those bad comments about players that you all make on the internet, that's fine for recruiting. It's the radio shows that are the bad guys, right? Because what's an 18-year-old more likely to see? Comments online or listen to this? The answer is comments online.
Colton,
but yeah, we're the problem.
Colton is texting on the private line. We'll get to Skeeters in a second. Colton would like to know, Bill, where is the wallet that he lost in 8th grade? Probably where he left it.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Skeeter in Fort Smith lost 3 digits on his right foot about a year and a half ago. He wants to know if there's ever a chance they're going to grow back.
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
No.
What's your take on Steely Dan?
I know what a Steely Dan is, so I'll leave it at that.
All right. Kendall from Siloam Springs wants to know what made you come to the University of Arkansas.
It was cheaper to go at the time, cheaper to go out of state here than in state in Colorado.
Now, you spent 2 years at Colorado State,
Yes, I did.
a school which has beaten Arkansas in football.
Sure.
Okay. Dan in Mount Ida says Bill is a Marine. Of course, he wants crayons. He has to eat.
Must be a squid.
You can also
or an army puke, one of the two.
You can cause fire. You can start a fire with those.
Yeah,
right?
those are good for candles.
Yeah.
Abner wants to know, do you ever portray Santa Claus during the Christmas time?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Mythical character.
Have you ever been to the Alma Sonic? Now, this is where we settle disagreements here in Western Arkansas.
Okay, so here's the thing. You guys know how I feel about fast food in general. And I had forgotten how much Arkansans enjoy their Sonic.
Oh, we love it,
we
man.
love a good Sonic.
Yeah, you know what? It's garbage, folks.
Oh.
Wow.
You're not going to catch me at a Sonic getting anything other than a cherry limeade, and that's probably once every 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
There wants a Sonic
Gilligan
account.
would like, Gilligan would like to know, have you ever done summer stock? And as a follow-up, your thoughts on a kielbasa?
Love me some kielbasa. You can throw that almost in any food. Never done summer stock.
Arturo, clearly a jarhead like you. How many Manila Wharf rats can the average jarhead whip in a fair fight?
There are no fair fights with the jarhead.
Oh, he tried to slip you over the trick question there.
How about that?
Didn't take the bait.
The defense is wrong.
That's right,
It's a
yes.
trick question.
Right. Yeah, because it got pause attraction.
Dirty Drawers would like to know, hey, Bill, is Sam Pittman an offensive line guru?
Sure.
David and Alma would like to know, Bill.
I don't believe the talking point said, yeah, sure he is.
Yeah, no. David and Alma would like to know, Bill, do you like the Savannah Bananas and Banana Ball?
No, that's also garbage that belongs on the Ocho, not on regular programming.
Okay. Jamie wants to know, do you feel differently about this job after 1 week in it?
Yes. but again, I signed the freaking contract. I'm stuck.
What a terrible mistake.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to dupe you. Bill, are you the ex-military guy on the movie The Burbs? Russell and Boonville would like to know.
I am not.
Again, this is Grill Bill here on Ruscin and Zach, if you'd like to participate.
Say shot at me from Hacker. Have you ever almost hooked up with a country singer?
No.
Okay. Here's a Colorado question for you. Bailey in Springdale wants to know, how do you feel about Jim's Wings in Fort Collins?
Actually, you know what? That's a really good freaking pull, to be honest with you.
Okay.
No, they're good. Really good. Yeah, that's a winner.
They know things.
Smack Daddy would like to know, do you know where my glasses are?
Well, if they were up your butt, you'd know.
I know where they are, or were. I'm not getting them back. I think that's fair.
Whatever happened to that earring that you found in your car?
Well, those are one and the same.
No.
Okay, so I've lost my glasses, and I refuse to go looking for them. But I now know.
But you also have a new pair now.
Yes,
you just never wear them in here.
Well, I wear them at home. I don't need them here. Okay. They're for for reading, like things that are real robust.
Reading books.
Yeah,
we don't read books here.
I was reading a book last night. But I found an earring underneath the front seat of my car, and I had no clue who it belonged to.
Faith
not a clue.
That did not belong to Faith.
That wasn't Faith's?
No, it wasn't Faith. However, I by process of elimination, I figured out who the earring belonged to, and as it turns out, I went, "That's where my glasses are."
Right.
So let's just say that the earring.
Can we have a prisoner swap?
No. I don't believe that's going to happen.
Right.
How about this?
That would break
can we
some
move
sort
along?
That would break some sort of court document.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Understood.
Sauce Fawcett wants to know, have you ever shacked your Lululemons?
I don't have any Lululemons. That's a woman thing.
Here's an Army guy. Jacob from Harrison wants to know what your favorite flavor of crayon is.
Money.
Money green.
Actually, green is my favorite color.
Russell wants to know if you've worn the neck brace. No, he is not. No, that is in Los
I think
Angeles
I've changed later in life. I think green's my favorite color too.
I like forest green.
That's a good one. Yeah.
How disappointed do you think your family is that you've ended up here?
Very. Mom's up above frowning on me.
Just
not
looking down on you.
Not a fan.
Man,
Poor life choices.
Oh gosh, let's see here. Bill, is this the one mistake you've made in life working here?
No, I've got a book.
Okay, good. Do you have any immediate family members running illegal chicken businesses?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Have you ever done an interpretive dance?
No.
Jeff in Fayetteville would like to know, are you an Ozark or Breaking Bad guy?
Ooh. Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Derek's dad's text in. What is your dream date?
Haven't met her yet.
April 23rd, right? It's not too hot. It's not too cold. You wear a light sweater. That's Miss Congeniality, by the way.
How do you feel? This is from GE, and is it Izzard or Izard?
It's Izzard County.
It's Izard. How do you feel about rental players in college sports?
Love it.
Okay.
Bring on the chaos. I mean, didn't we just get rid of one?
AP is pointing out that Penthouse is not a book, Bill.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Are you willing to change your name to Freddie?
No.
Okay. Enough. Let's see. Since Bill has signed a contract with Hit That Line, does he need a buyout to go to an opposing radio station?
No, I'm just going to go and y'all can come after me.
Smack Daddy wants to know, do you have a bougie taste in life?
I'm sure I do, but off the top of my head, I don't know what it would be.
Okay. Sean from Alma would like to know, can you pronounce Nico and Madden's last name?
Boomhauer.
Dr. K wants to know, are birds real?
We did that one already.
We did that,
Hey,
yeah.
look, I'm
We
just
did that
reading
last
them.
week.
I'm just reading them. Some people are just hopping
Hey,
on.
texters, get some material.
No. Same as last week. I can't be the only one that sees them, so yes, they're real.
Okay. Let's see. JT pointing out if I take a selfie on each date I go on, I can find out the owner of said earrings. That's called evidence, my friend. And no. Abner. Damn it. By the way, Dan in Mount Ida likes you.
Sure.
Jamie wants to know boxers or briefs. I feel that's very personal.
Yeah, both.
Okay. David Nalmo wants to know: did you have to sign an NDA when you signed on here?
Actually, I did.
Okay. Yes, that's true. Great question from Dirty Drawers. Bill, if the Liberty Bowl was left at Bud Walton unattended, would you steal it?
I think so.
Yes.
They just left it there on a card table like nothing.
Nobody was just sitting there.
Unattended. Well, I mean, it's a conversation piece if nothing else.
We have a bomb. Wouldn't the Liberty Bowl trophy go great next
you're
to
asking
the bomb?
the guy that brought a bomb to work today.
Can we swap them and put the bomb on the table and bring the Liberty Bowl
Do it
trophy?
like Indiana Jones in a sack of sand.
Steal one of those Cotton Bowl trophies. Like, who put a bomb in the trophy case? Russell in Boonville, he is texting, retired military guys always collect something. What do you collect?
People.
Okay. All right. Arturo would like to know, do you like movies about gladiators? Or have you ever been to a Turkish prison? Peter Graves from Airplane.
Jimmy, ever seen a grown man naked?
Here we go. Hacker. Boy, Hacker taking all kinds of shots at me today. Do you take your own sheets to a hotel?
You said sheets.
Sheets.
Yes, sheets.
Not a. I said your
no,
own.
I do not.
You don't?
No.
You should.
Sure.
Let's see.
Zach's a bit of a germaphobe about these sorts of things.
A little bit.
No.
Let's see here. Gavin wants to know, if you went to an Arkansas women's game and they won, would you continue to go or would you ruin the streak?
Why would I go to a women's game?
Okay. Abner wants to know, do you eat mac and cheese with ketchup?
Don't do mac and cheese.
What?
Rarely. I mean, maybe once a year.
Bill has a very refined palate, I'm learning here.
Yeah,
no fast
he's a
food,
little
no mac and
He's
cheese.
a little snobby with the palate. Great value. Bob Ross wants to know, have you seen Squirrel Haggard?
But I've heard him.
You've heard him.
I've heard him.
Yeah, he's up there doing
He's
his
legit.
dance.
That is legit. You guys are not making that up.
This is a standard question we get on Grill Bill. Does Brett Bielema look like an angry Easter Island statue?
No, he looks like Butthead.
Was he the one in the AC/DC t-shirt?
He was the one on Saturday Night Live a year ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Chase and Flippin wants to know how you feel about Taylor Swift.
I don't have whatever.
Okay.
I have no opinion on her.
All right.
Good question here. Cody wants to know, on your license plate, are you a greenie or a ready?
I'm a temporary.
I
just bought the car.
JT wants to know, is Bill your real name?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Dirty Drawers chanting in his car alone, one of us.
And when is a better time to chant than in your car by yourself?
Absolutely. Gilligan would like to know, Bill, do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
No.
Okay. Jeff and Favo would like to know, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Now, you're talking just the dog, or are you talking like when you get it in the bun?
Well, there's.
I mean, I know the argument.
The argument. That's all they're asking.
You know what? You can go both ways. Okay. It's meat between buns. Loaded statement.
This is a second grade class in here now. Oh Lord!
Take that one, Abner.
Right.
What you got, Doubleday?
Catch it on.
A guy from Harrison says, dude, he's talking about you, slept in the barracks. Do you think he gives a crap about sheets in a hotel?
He's right.
Okay.
The answer is no.
Do you put ketchup on steak?
No.
Okay.
Do you demand that hotels have doors on the inside?
No, that's creepy.
Okay. Zach will not stay in a hotel with outside doors.
No chance. Opens on the outside? No. To a parking lot? No chance. Jeffrey in Fort Smith.
And I'm the snob.
Yeah. This is just standard.
We all have our moments, I think, of the three of us.
Jeff in Fort Smith would like to know, no mac and cheese. Bill, you need to go take a lap.
Does he know that I have a fake hip and there will be no lap taking by one?
It'll be
by
slow.
Me?
It'll just be slow. Bailey wants to know, did you steal the governor's lectern?
Yeah.
Good. I was wondering where that. Nobody stole it.
Somebody's got to have it, right?
Jeff wants to know, is cheesecake cake or pie?
Ooh.
Well, it's in the name, dummy.
Okay. All right.
But it's built like a pie.
Built like a pie.
It's strange.
Fine. It matter how it's built. It's in the name.
Okay.
Bryant from Atkins wants to know if you're a fan of the movie Full Metal Jacket.
No, but here's the thing. I'll say this. For any jarhead out there, the first, hour of that movie, 1,000,000% legit.
Okay.
That's about the most accurate. It's a freaking documentary is what it is.
Okay. And then
it gets stupid.
Okay. Now I've been waiting,
Hollywood took
I've
over.
been waiting for this question because you've prepped me on this. Dr. K would like to know, what condiment are you eating with chicken nuggets or chicken tenders?
Probably just barbecue sauce.
Okay.
I do like the honey mustard on occasion.
That's him.
What, honey mustard?
Yeah.
No.
The hot honey is actually pretty good too.
My wife is the honey mustard fan. I like it on a sandwich every now and then.
Boy, we are getting a ton
Not
of
with
questions
chicken.
here. Russell Mount Home wants to know, have you thought about Boomer Esiason today?
Never.
Okay. Can you put
again? Now we're repeating stuff again.
Well,
Texters. Come on.
no, today. I mean, that's a daily question. Can
It's
you
a
put
running gag.
Can you put barbecue sauce on a chicken nugget?
You can put barbecue sauce on anything.
Really?
Truly.
Okay.
You missed what I just did there.
Yeah. Oh, good question from Russell. Do you make your own hotel room bed?
No.
How do you feel about smoke detectors?
Annoying.
Okay. We were having a delightful conversation on this show one time with a gentleman who
one
knew
way of
all
putting it.
about smoke detectors. Apparently, I was annoying people trying to get some information.
You were, yes.
So I was right. Annoying.
I was very, very upset. Let's see. Another repeat question. There's a hotel question. Hacker wants to know, how many national championships have you won in NCAA 25? Bill doesn't play video games.
Yeah.
However,
that is legitimately the last video game I have ever owned in my entire life.
We have hooked up a old,
new to us,
Atari 2600.
Right.
If you could have heard Bill cackling when I got it going, he just kept saying, "This is like 1983. This is like in 1987. Bill's back. We're so back." He was very excited about Pitfall. We had Pitfall.
What else do you got? Is that the only game?
No. He's got a collection of.
I've got a catalog.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
Donkey
okay.
Kong in there. There's
yeah. Love Donkey Kong.
Bill, do you play the game?
No.
Way too inside.
Hog-shaped nuggets or dino nuggets?
Well, here's the thing. I shop at Sam's now, and all that I could find at Sam's was the hog. So
Okay.
I have hog-shaped.
They don't
nuggets.
cook right.
No, they don't.
Just a heads up on that. I don't know if you've tried it yet.
I haven't. I'm new to the air fryer game, so I have not tried them yet.
Here's why they don't cook right. This is from my source on the inside. Tyson made a prototype that would cook right. The U of A rejected it, saying the dimensions
Because they know
weren't
better.
right.
They know better.
It's not our logo. This is the dimension. So they had to make it the way the U of A wanted it, and that's why they don't cook right. So there you go.
Andy Mountain Home wants to know, if you're invited to Tommy Kraft's house for a party, would you take more than a 6-pack?
Well, I wouldn't take anything.
Okay. All right.
Would you bring an individual? This is an inside joke too. But would you bring an individual bag of Fritos?
Yeah, Tommy's laughing about that one.
Not big on Fritos.
How do you feel about tables that can move themselves or walk? We had an entire discussion about walking tables.
They were kind of weird to look at too.
Yeah, they're mechanized tables and they move.
That defeats the whole purpose of having a table.
I don't know.
No, you want the table
Walking
to be.
table
You want the
races?
table to be. You want to set your. No, it's got to stay put.
Bob and Branson, what's it like being a fan of the Broncos and knowing you have no shot at winning a Super Bowl since the Chiefs have Mahomes for another 10 years?
Well, now I know how the Chiefs felt for the last 30 years. What do you think of that?
These Chiefs fans weren't fans for 30 years, Bill.
Here's a shot at Derek. Bill, if you played an imaginary front yard football game, would you be a player or ref?
I would be the quarterback and the receiver. I would be Craig Morton throwing it to Haven Moses specifically.
First Haven Moses reference in Ruscin and Zach history right there. I like it.
Abner wants to know if we can put the Atari screen on the YouTube live. I'm sure we can figure that out.
Sure. It's right there.
Yeah, we can figure that out. That shouldn't be that difficult.
Is that legal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Guy from Harrison wants to know, do you have any funny basic training stories? Did you have a nickname?
No.
Okay. So you weren't like Private Joker?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's disappointing.
Not that I can share on air.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they exist. I'm just not gonna.
I got you.
I'm not opening my pie hole to say it.
Arturo wants to know, are your pets in good physical condition?
Don't have any pets.
Good for you.
Yeah, for real. Enjoy that peaceful night's sleep you get every night.
I did. I did have a beagle for 16 years. God bless his heart.
Dan in Mount Ida wants to know if you ever puked in a chair at Oaklawn.
Well, you know,
that's an inside joke.
I know, but I may have. I've been to Oaklawn,
Okay.
and I was pretty hammered that day, so I don't recall.
It's possible. It's in play.
It's plausible.
Andy Mountain Home wants to know, Bill, if you had season tickets to Bomb and they kicked, now this seems personal, and they kicked you out because you wouldn't pay $50,000 more, and they sat there empty 75% of the time, would you be pissed?
Well, sure.
What a very specific
I
complaint.
think Andy's got a specific gripe with the university. Just saying.
Yeah, that's bitchable.
All right.
Bill, Gavin wants to know, do you have a CB? If so, what is your handle?
I do not have a CB. I do not have a handle.
I haven't had a CB since the early 80s.
What about ham radio?
Yeah, ham radio.
No, I'm not in the ham world.
A field radio.
Yeah, we can do Pitfall Fridays. We just play Pitfall instead of.
I see. Yeah. That's been good.
I wish you could have heard him cackling when he heard the music for the first time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like I got eaten by the alligator, and he's laughing, and I'm just like, wow,
dude, it's funny.
Is this the thing that has? Does this have Pong on it or
Yeah.
no? That's
no,
Billy.
no, it doesn't have Pong.
I don't have Pong, but yes, this is the system that had it.
Okay, all right.
How do you spell gettable?
Get a bull.
Okay, 1 T or 2?
I think it's just 1.
Gavin wants to know, would you or have you ever cheated at a charity golf event?
I've never been to a charity golf.
Tommy cheats. So
Okay.
just FYI.
He pencil whips him. You send a scout up there. You see what the low score is. You make the math work on your card. That's how it works. And you turn it to 46.
Yeah,
Like, wow.
every year, every summer, Tommy goes to play golf down in Hot Springs, and he comes like, "We won again." Yeah, well, you cheated.
Yeah,
again for the 18th straight year, and nobody's calling him on
They
it.
always
but I
win
will.
by one shot.
Yeah,
if you
it's
notice. Very
amazing.
interesting.
Like the winning score is a 57, and Tommy comes in late with a 56.
Now, Bill does golf. I do know that.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
A miserable game.
Yes, it is.
Colton is informing us that we can stream old video games. It's 100% legal, and we can get paid for it.
How does he know?
He's one of them.
Text out the 870. Other than infantrymen, what else did you do in the service?
I was an air traffic controller.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay. There you go.
Wow.
Okay, somebody's going to call me on this. Technically, I was a GCI controller. I never got to talk to the planes because there's a staff NCO, there's an officer. I mean, it's a hierarchy of, it's the military.
Okay,
but
you worked in flight coordination.
sure.
Okay, we'll go with that. Are you in favor of the slobbering hog, and would you pay $1 million for it?
I don't like the slobber, and I would not pay him. If I had $1 million, I wouldn't be here.
Derek's dad, now a big fan of yours because you golf. Now, do not play golf with that man. You want to talk about somebody who cheats? That's him.
He also has a speaker. That
Yeah,
plays
he's
music
playing
out
music.
there.
He's Judge Smales.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, he watches this NIL and he thinks he's a member of the, whatever the Killers or whatever those stupid team names are, and live golf. I don't know.
Well, you get those in like AAU, where
The shooters. whatever.
your team name either ends in an A or a Z.
Every live golf team name sounds like a stupid gang from Greece. You know what I mean? The shooters, the shark. I mean, they're all dumb. Anyway, that's enough about that. All right.
Okay. Well, I think that was a successful.
Apparently, if we did do the video game thing, we would get a lot more viewers online.
Okay.
People love to watch other people play video games. They also love to watch other people open packages on the internet. So if we could figure out a way, we need to go back to the card thing. We haven't opened baseball cards since we've been on video.
Yeah, that's true.
Think of the ratings, man.
Yes.
Think of the ratings.
Think of the kids.
All right. There you go. That's Grill Bill.
Yep.
That's Grill Bill. That was good.
Time-consuming segment for us.
Very good. All right, let me. All right, now we're ready to go.
Do it.
All right, here we go. Ruscin and Zach with you here. 877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline here on the program. Hey, roll back. It's the brand that's redefining comfort. Oh, that'd be a great name for a band too, I guess. Better than Nickelback. Rowback, the best hoodies, joggers, and polos and performance tees. Rowback is about best fit and best feel. The fabric quality is superb, like nothing else you've felt. Buttery, soft, stretchy in all the right ways, and ridiculously comfortable. The Azalea collection is live right now, a limited edition drop. You won't want to miss along with their other spring golf collection as well. So, if You ready to upgrade your comfort game? Go to Roback.com, RHOBACK. Use the code RUSH25, that's 25, at checkout, and get 20% off your first order through right now at Roback.com. Roback.com, code RUSH25, and get 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more. Use the code at checkout, RUSH25, RHOBACK, Roback.com.
Your newest bad habit continues next. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah, the Hidden Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not a chicken place.
When did you guys become a chicken place?
Chicken? Can't a taco place do good nuggets? Are we not allowed to do both?
What do you mean?
You think it's cool to do both, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are they okay?
I don't think so.
We're totally a taco place that's a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for
Relief from hip and back pain can be a reality when you work with the experts on a mobility and flexibility routine. That's why StretchLab was founded. Pro athletes and sports fans alike love StretchLab for our customized one-on-one assisted stretch sessions. Discover the difference a good stretch can make, because when your body moves better, you feel better and live better. Visit your local StretchLab today or go to stretchlab.com and use code FAN10 to get up to 50% off your first 50-minute stretch. Plus, receive an additional $10 off.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. A very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes are cool because they give you options. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and the adventurous $9 box. So, yeah, choices are great. But don't sleep on how there's only 3. Perfect number. Imagine if there were, 49 choices. That's too many. Or if there were just one, get out of here. So 3 it is. You just gotta pick one. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box at Taco Bell today. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. While supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Ruscin and Zach has returned.
For now.
That's right.
Who knows?
How long for remains to be determined here. All right. Text us or call us. Lewis Automotive Group Hotline 877-377-6963. Well, we're going to try something new here in the interest.
It's never been done before.
No, not since not since George Burns and Gracie Allen has anything like this.
This is
Jack Benny.
This is either going to go incredibly well or incredibly poorly.
So here's what's happened.
Either way, it works.
Sell the premise, buy the bid. Okay. Bill has selected a scene
from a movie,
from a popular movie, and has and the 3 of us will be acting it out. Is that is that the setup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Poorly, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to act this out poorly.
Oh, we're going to act it out poorly.
Yeah,
Okay. The setup was poorly.
Yes. No.
All right. And the segment, we call this
Acting.
Okay. All right. Do we want to reveal the movie or what?
Oh, no. Once you hit the music, we're going to know.
Okay. All right. Are we ready? Is everybody ready?
All right. Is everybody ready? Bill, you good?
I'm good.
All right.
But I've got multiple parts here, so
yeah.
Yeah, you're very versatile.
We've only run through this once.
That's right.
So
let her rip, Tater
What the
Chip.
hell? Let's go. Are we ready? Hey, why? What do you think you're doing?
Biff?
Hey, I'm talking to you, McFly, you Irish bug.
Oh, hey, Biff. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Yeah, you got my homework finished, McFly?
Well, actually, I figured since it wasn't due till Monday.
Hello? Anybody home? Think, McFly. I got to have time to recopy it. You know what would happen if I hand in my homework in your handwriting? I'd get kicked out of school. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, Biff. Now I wouldn't want that to happen.
No. What are you looking at, butthead?
Hey, Biff, check out this guy's life preserver. Dork thinks he's going to drown.
Yeah, well, how about my homework, McFly?
Well, okay, Biff. I'll finish that on up tonight and bring it on over first thing tomorrow morning.
Hey, not too early. I sleep in on Sundays. Hey, McFly, your shoes untied. Don't be so gullible, McFly.
Okay.
I don't want to see you in here again.
Yeah, all right. Bye-bye.
Hang on, you're George McFly?
Yeah, who are you?
Say, why do you let those boys treat you so bad?
They're bigger than me.
Stand tall, boy. Have some respect for yourself. Don't you know that if you let people walk all over you, they'll be walking all over you for the rest of your life? Listen to me. Do you think I'm going to work in this slop house for the rest of my life?
Watch it, Goldie.
No, sir. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to go to night school. And one day I'm going to be.
That's right. He's going to be mayor.
Yeah. Mayor. Mayor Goldie Wilson.
Hey. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? We got through it.
Yeah, we got through it. Nobody laughed.
No, we didn't break character. How about that? Hey, a guy on YouTube says Oscar worthy.
Yeah, well,
and I assume this is a legitimate comment, not a troll.
Reaper and Kibler says, and the Oscar goes to not us. That's fair.
Oh, come on. We did our best.
Yeah. Now, Abner would like us to do Back to the Future with Juracek, trying to get Petrino back to the Razorbacks. That's not nice.
Right.
Bob and Branson wants to know if we're drunk and on pain pills too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Sure. Why not?
No. Cooney says never do that again. All right.
Disappointed Sportsman says that deserves a Will Smith slap. I did hit myself.
You did.
That hurt.
Don't be so gullible, my boy.
All right. Yeah, there's Danny Mountain sent us the Goldie Wilson gift.
John from Fayetteville. Nobody laughed out here either.
Hey, you know what? We tried it. Sorry, John. John, you're welcome to come in.
Hey, we don't get to take this crap on the road,
That's
man.
right,
This
is the rehearsal.
That's right. You're listening to the rehearsal.
Abner understands. It kills time.
Thank you. All right.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll do the Joe Pesci scene from Goodfellas.
Yes,
but that would
maybe we'll do When Harry Met Sally.
I would like to. I don't want to do that one. You two can have that. You two can have that scene.
Can I play? Can I play Meathead's mom?
No,
I'll have what she's. Yeah, that's her line.
Tanner is looking forward to that at this year's Christmas production. We're not allowed to speak at the Christmas party. They separate us.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
there's a Christmas party.
Yes.
Yeah. It's actually quite the shindig.
Big throwdown. Yeah,
big old throwdown.
Fabulous prizes.
Yes.
That's right.
Dirty George wants to see this live. No.
We'll put it on the internet. Yeah. It's on TV. Right. Never do that again. Nobody laughed out here either.
First of all, it killed 10 men. That's the important part. That's all we were trying
Are we up to 10 now?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, move right along.
It's not all about the Oscars. They also have the Razzies.
That's right.
That's right.
As long as I get a statue at the end of this,
I'm not in it for the awards, guys. It's about the work for me. You know, it's about the work. Sure. That's what I say. I'm not doing it for the awards.
Andy.
That's right.
Andy.
Oh yeah. Very good. Okay.
Now Ethan from Atkins is correct. That was closer to the real thing than that stupid musical.
I think it was actually.
I know
my George McFly was better than that guy. I'll tell you that much.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Right. Goonie says Marconi is crying in his grave. Jesus, wasn't that bad?
Goonie, we'll get you your money back. Relax,
right.
man.
Yeah, we're
all right. Don't you worry.
If you were not satisfied with this segment,
please send me a note and I'll get you your money.
We'll get you a
back.
refund.
My only complaint is that I had to be in the script. It says I'm a skinhead.
Yeah. He didn't really have. It wasn't really a character name. That guy got his SAG card for that.
I thought that was the guy in the 3D glasses that said that. But it wasn't. Oh. Well, why wasn't his name Glasses?
I don't know.
Bailey and Springdale. Randy, who's pitching tonight? That's a good one right there. There it is. Oh, man.
Jamie liked it. He said, don't listen to Goonie.
Another YouTube comment. This was very popular on YouTube, apparently.
Well, it was
because you could see it.
Yeah,
I guess,
you could
right?
see the actual acting.
This is like the Nixon-Kennedy debate. The people that saw it loved it. The people that heard it hated it. JC says, great Scott, that was heavy. All right.
See, there's that word again.
Heavy. There's something wrong with the gravitational pull.
Huh.
But see, that right there is part of the reason why we did it, because you two clowns are always just making the most random, and I mean random, movie references.
Exactly, guys.
All I did was print the script.
The more obscure quote from a popular movie, the better, is what I say.
100%.
Right?
That's what I'd go with.
Andy and Mountain Home. Hey, if you three were on NIL at Arkansas, Hunter would want the money back.
Well, that's not very nice.
All right. Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. Beautiful. 19 till the hour. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Mother's Day and graduation weekend are here. Make it unforgettable with Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Serve up gourmet burgers and sausages, fresh kebabs, and premium upper choice and prime beef, from tender fillets to juicy chicken breasts and slow roasted prime rib. Start strong with Richard's famous dips, then round out your meal with home-style sides and sweet apple pie. Make it easy, make it delicious, make it Richard's. Located 1 block east of College in Rolling Hills at 3042 North Market Avenue and online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
It's time for the Rath Rod Replacement Sale at Rath Auto Resources. Right now, bring in your old car and get $3,750 above appraised market value for your trade. Take advantage of over $20,000 in recent price reductions on our road-ready certified pre-owned inventory, inspected and reconditioned in our on-site Meineke Car Care Center and backed by a comprehensive warranty. It's the Rath Rod Replacement Sale all this month at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We are as golf as it gets.
Hello, our fellow Arkansans. If you've had it with marketing gimmicks, fear-based sales, and a lack of consideration for your valuable time, then please give Ward & Son Plumbing a call or text at 479-305-9943. We provide fair pricing and timely services to all your plumbing needs. That's Ward & Son Plumbing at 479-305-9943. 9943.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for support month, and thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Sean Garrison in Rogers and Griggs Covington in Farmington.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Do you love fireworks? How'd you like to get paid to shoot them? Light up the night and your career with J&M Displays. J&M Displays is hiring part-time fireworks shooters to help shoot shows all across Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. You'll get free training, great daily pay, and a front row seat to the action. There's nothing like hearing the crowd cheer after a show you helped create. Get started today. Visit jnmdisplays.com. Click the Join the Team tab and light up your future with J&M.
The folks, I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Certainly pretty good weather out there today, though there could be an isolated shower or storm this evening. It will be very isolated. Otherwise, a quiet night for most of us. Lows drop in the upper 50s to around 60, nice and mild. And then Thursday, well, we will see those rain chances come up. In fact, both Thursday and Friday, some scattered variety, hit and miss showers and storms possible the next couple of days, with highs both Thursday and Friday in the mid to upper 70s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, here we go. Good to have you with us. 877-377-6963. The Lewis Automotive Group Hotline here on Ruscin and Zach. Let's see here. Hacker sending us something we already talked about.
Hacker.
Very good. I saw Hacker at the game. We talked
you
about
did.
that,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right. Well, the texts are in, and they are here. The texts are here.
The texters are here.
I saw. I know we were talking about earlier. Apparently the pending litigation regarding the collective. There was another. I saw that on CBS Sports. Did you see the with the draft Thursday, round one of the draft? Did you see the anonymous takedown of Shedeur Sanders? Not just anywhere, on NFL.com they had this stuff.
Now, I'd take everything within 96 hours of the draft with a grain of salt. That could be somebody sitting at 20, 21, 22, trying to get him to fall to them without having to give up a king's ransom to go up and get him. I read the evaluation. I don't disagree with any of it. I've said this all. What I was hearing yesterday was now, like, they were talking about him being a top 5, top 10 pick. There was a guy on the NFL Network yesterday saying I wouldn't take him in the first round. He's a second-round guy.
So you would not, and I don't agree with what do you call it? The guy on a Good Morning Football who said it was unfair and it was it was gross to do this or whatever it is. Kyle Brandt, that guy, and I like Kyle Brandt, but I disagree with him on this. And the reason is, I don't think there's anything in here that's unfair.
I don't either.
Okay, like these criticisms, worst formal interview I've ever been in my life.
Seems to be fair.
That's not unfair. He's so entitled. Not unfair.
That's true.
He takes unnecessary sacks. Not only is that fair, it's accurate. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is, he's not that good.
That's a problem.
That's one part where that's something we would say that maybe you wouldn't say if you're in the coaching world. But most of that is seems completely fair to me. Entitled, makes bad choices, blames teammates. Like, well, it's not like they're out here accusing him of committing crimes.
The first thing you have to look at is, can he play? And everybody's different. Everybody views him differently. They view other players differently. And it only takes one team to fall in love with you and think you can play. What's going to happen is he's either going to go in the top, he's going to go in that first 9, or he's going to fall. And if he gets to like 20, 21, there's a problem. And maybe everybody has the same sort of opinion of him. But anything within this 96-hour window, to me, it's all window dressing. It's somebody trying to get across a point that they want him to drop, or get somebody to reach, give up a ton, and come get him.
There was another comment I saw in here that's even more fair and accurate. It's not that he's a bad kid. He's been so insulated. It's going to be a culture shock when he really learns how a locker room really operates and how it really works inside a building. I mean, that's part of an NFC scouting director said that to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network.
Look, Dion has played snowplow parent for him pretty much through his career. The thing that, and Bill, I mean, you probably heard this, but the thing that pissed me off about him is, look, you can be entitled. You can be, look, if you can back it up on the field, it doesn't matter. But when you talk about a place that you really have no roots in, you have no idea what you're speaking of, and you say that Colorado had no tradition before you got there, to me, that just you have no sense of history about a program that you played for. It's not only wildly inaccurate, this goes back to the entitled thing.
And also, all the people that are in that alleged history that doesn't exist, they all are more accomplished than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a national title. You didn't win anything.
I'll toot the Colorado horn for a sec. In the 90s, Colorado was a force to be reckoned with.
Good.
They were good.
They were very, very good.
I don't agree with the way McCartney ran the thing, but
he wasn't even the best player on his team. Right. Sanders was. Travis Hunter was the superstar.
I think what we're saying here is Shedeur Sanders, compiler. That's what I think we're saying.
Exactly what we're saying.
That's what we're getting to.
Shedor's a compiler. I don't know what his view is literally at the end of his nose. He can only see his bubble. Uh-huh. The NFL is going to be Zach Wilson went through this, and look how that turned out. Manziel, he reminds me of Manziel without the drug problem. That's who he reminds me of, is a guy who has gotten by on, Manziel got by on raw athletic ability. That doesn't fly at the NFL level. Shedeur doesn't have that. He's not that athletic. So I don't get it. Cam Ward's 10 times the quarterback he is.
We just need to call it what it is. This is everybody kissing Deion's ring.
Probably.
It has nothing to do with Shedeur. They're all sucking up to Deion.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't get why. Why are we sucking up to this guy? You've cleared the way for he's been banging the drum for Shiloh to get drafted in the NFL. The guy's slow and small. That's a terrible combination in the NFL. You know what? He's going to get drafted. He's going to get paid. He's probably not going to get paid as much as he was in Colorado. But when you take the sum of his career, I wish the best for him, but I don't see it.
But my thought is I just don't agree with when people are saying, you shouldn't do this anonymous stuff. It is, it's unfair or whatever. I didn't read anything in there that I deemed unfair. Maybe the part where he's just not that good. But that was the thing. Some of the reaction to the comments. The comments, though. Look. This is what it is. This is how it is. All right. Ruscin and Zach with you here. 877-377-6963. A lot of fun stuff coming up on the weekend, but you got to remember, if you get arrested on a Thursday, you're not seeing a judge until at least Monday. If you find yourself on the wrong side of the law, if your weekend consists of a free ride from the Boys in Blue and 3 hots and a cot in the county jail, call Jackie Mock at Mock Legal Solutions to help you get out of a jam. The number is 479-769-1505. She'll protect your rights and help you navigate the criminal justice system for a low, flat fee. MockLegalSolutions.com. Real advice, reasonable price. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Is your lawn looking like it hit the snooze button one too many times, weeds creeping in, grass barely hanging on? It's time for a makeover Lawn Pride style. Our 7-step program does it all, from kicking weeds to pampering your lawn with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Thicker, greener, and yes, way healthier. And here's the kicker. Your first application is free when you sign up for 5 or more treatments. Free! Ready to turn your yard into the envy of the neighborhood? Trust Lawn Pride, because your lawn deserves a little TLC. Visit lawnpride.com to kick off your lawn's glow up today. Lawn Pride, professional care, unbeatable price, and results that'll have your lawn singing.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. Where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur. Twin Peaks is proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Plus, check out their barrel selects that are handpicked by their team and bottled just for you. Only at Twin Peaks and Rogers.
Get ready, Arkansas. The first ever Bentonville Barbecue Festival is firing up on Saturday, May 31st at the Momentary. Featuring the best barbecue from Texas, South Carolina, KC, Georgia, Chicago, and locally here in Arkansas, plus over 15 of the top barbecue pitmasters from across the country. That's endless barbecue, live music, cold drinks, and a whole lot of good vibes right in the heart of Bentonville. Kids 10 and under eat free, so bring your appetite and bring your crew. Grab your tickets now and join us for the smokiest, sauciest Saturday of the summer. Visit BentonvilleBarbecueFestival.com. That's BentonvilleBarbecueFestival.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Keep your haymaking season rolling with big savings on New Holland hay tools at WT Equipment. Right now, choose 0% financing or cash back on select disc bind, disc mower conditioners, and roll belt rounders, and save thousands. You'll cut with more confidence, bale faster and tighter, and save for seasons to come. Ask about our industry-leading warranties, too. Hurry into WT Equipment for these ready-to-roll savings. Offer ends June 30th. Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We're back.
Like it or not.
Or we've never left. I don't know. Never know why stuff works.
Maybe looking through your window.
You know. Okay, ESPN Arkansas, the Hit That Line Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. Join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline at 877-377-6963.
What the hell did you trade J. Buhner for?
That's true. That is true. Andy Mountain Home, too much sports. Let's get back to the intellectual talk, which sports certainly is not. Okay. All right. Excellent. We can get into all that stuff here. Find out all the stuff that happened today. A couple of things here. Now we were talking about the great sports insults, the compiler, and all that sort of stuff. One of the great marketing disasters of all time was levied on this country 40 years ago today when New Coke was introduced.
You got Coke?
Right. That's
Clueless.
Right.
Yeah, that's Clueless.
Yes. On this date in 1985, Coca-Cola announced they were changing the formula of Coke. And they hated it. So they had to fire a bunch of people and start calling. They went back to the old way, and they called it Coca-Cola Classic.
It was grotesque.
Yeah.
Now, Bill, you were there. You were a baby.
Sure.
You weren't. No, he was a baby.
Oh.
You were there.
Yeah, no, I remember it well.
It was gross.
Yeah. That was back when I did soda.
I remember that guy. I remember there was an old man in glasses doing commercials like apologizing or something. Was that part of the?
Oh, no, it was. So you and I watched the show, The Food That Built America, right?
Right.
Have you seen the one on the
I think
Coke,
I have.
Coke and Pepsi?
Yeah.
No, what you're right when you call it one of the biggest disasters in American food history.
Yeah. Well, just in marketing history in general. Here is a popular product. Let's change it.
Yeah, it was doing great, but let's mess with it.
Right, exactly. Well, they were in the middle of the war with Pepsi, and Pepsi was the hot thing then, and Michael Jackson, and they had all the all the cool people were drinking Pepsi.
Cindy Crawford.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So Coca-Cola panicked and like, well, we'll just change the whole drink, I guess, and that did not go well, unless this was all a setup. They knew it was going to be a disaster, but they got a bunch of attention out of it. Conspiracy theory. Maybe they did it on purpose.
No. They just completely whiffed.
Okay.
I don't know why they decided to start messing with it, but then we had like the soda battles of the early '80s were really interesting because Michael's hair caught on fire during a.
Have you ever watched that?
Oh yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Oh, it was all over the news.
Oh yeah.
But that happened. I think that was the first salvo in that, and then Coke was like, "Well, hell, we're winning. Let's screw it up." And let's make this a closer race.
Do they even make Jerry Curl anymore?
I don't know.
I know I'm asking a couple of white guys if they make Jerry Curl. but
how would I know?
Not at our barber.
Because I think that might have been the death of Jerry Curl as well.
No, because they brought that back with McDowell's Soul Glow.
Yeah, that's right. Eric LaSalle
in Coming to America.
Yes, of course. Yeah. That's wild footage though. It's on YouTube. And by the way, speaking of YouTube, the first video on YouTube was 20 years ago.
Okay, y'all were talking about this. I don't remember this video.
Well, I don't either.
Do you remember the first video on YouTube?
No, you have to YouTube the first video on YouTube to find the first video on YouTube.
Okay.
But it was at a zoo.
Okay.
Yes. It was the co-founders standing in front of elephants at the San Diego Zoo. Yes.
That was the first video on YouTube.
Yes.
Who knew it would become what it is?
Right. You could have never predicted that, right?
Never
in a million years.
Never.
Right.
2005 seems about right.
So something that went so well 20 years ago.
They haven't messed that up.
Yes. And then something that went so bad, New Coke, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
April 23rd, the date in the center of the universe somehow, it seems like. All this stuff coming together on April 23rd. But yeah. So there's happy YouTube birthday.
Yeah.
To the YouTube. And all the people who are now retiring or buying islands because they make videos of opening boxes and playing video games on there. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
Who would have thought you'd get paid to do that stuff?
So now are we in for New Coke conspiracies?
Yeah, I'm down like 4 flat
Jamie,
tires.
the conspiracy is one of Coke's ingredients became obsolete, and in lieu of a direct change, They make new Coke and then went back so nobody noticed the change.
I used to, when I would drink soda back in the olden days, I could swear in the 90s, every now and then, back in my day, that's right.
Back in my day.
When dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every now and then, in that box, that long box with this, every now and then you'd get one that tasted like new Coke. It did not taste
You
right.
think?
Yeah. It's like they threw one in every so often just
to mess with you.
Well, they got to get rid of the inventory.
That's right. Yeah, they just had it laying around, so they had to, or sitting in a vat somewhere. Because you would have a normal one, and then the next day out of the same box, you'd have another can, and you're like, that's closer to Pepsi than Coke. What is this? I think they had some old ones laying around. I always wondered about that.
Back in your day.
Back in third grade, yeah. You'd get home and have a soda pop and watch a Saved by the Bell rerun, all that stuff.
Did they have Saved by the Bell?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not MTV.
No, that was not allowed in our town. No.
Okay.
No, it was not.
Would you live in Footloose?
Yes.
Yes, actually, he did.
It's been very well documented.
Believe it or not, yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
On this show, we have documented the fact that he lived in Footloose.
As I was.
The town from Footloose, yes. We could not have MTV or Comedy Central.
It's also Shakespeare's birthday. Dean and
Bill Shakespeare.
If you had Dean and Durham coming up with Shakespeare's birthday, you've got a fake bingo card.
Can't see too good. Is that Bill Shakespeare over there? That's Chris Farley.
No, the University of Miami used to have a guy whose last name was Shakespeare. His first name was Willie. Look it up. No joke.
Willie Shakespeare.
Yeah, he was a wide receiver on those early Howard Schnellenberger teams.
Now that's acting right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Acting.
Just don't tell Goonie.
Have you ever guys tried to read Shakespeare?
No. Yes.
Only in school.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, words, letters. Yes,
It's like
very, very difficult.
Faulkner English trying to read that.
I've been to his home at Stratford-on-Avon, and they give
Yeah.
you this little book, and it's like it's like the Cliffs versions, but you still can't understand any of it.
No.
And I asked as we were going, I went through the Globe, and I'm like, do Romeo and Juliet still die at the end? Well, then what do I need to know? I saw the movie. They didn't like that at all. They take their thespianisms very, 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 very
Was the
seriously.
guy wearing that the tour guide wearing that big collar
Absolutely.
thing and holding a skull?
The Elizabethan collar,
the tights.
They don't. The Globe Theater that's on the banks of the River Thames is the original Globe burned down, so it's a replica. But his house in Stratford-on-Avon is like right in the middle of town,
right?
And like you go in there and he's buried in the backyard and whatever. And there's somebody there just handing you like leaflets and all these Shakespearean things. And I was reading them on the bus, as we were going back to London. I'm just like, this is way over my pay grade.
Maybe that's what we were missing, and maybe Dirty Pants, whatever his name is,
Dirty Drawers.
Sure, can hook us up with some tights. Maybe we need tights.
Maybe we need tights.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, tights would definitely make it better.
Ethan from Atkins texted, and there are actually people in third world countries drinking new Coke, as they also think the Buffalo Bills are one of the greatest football franchises of all time.
Sure,
they got the 2018 College World Series runner-up shirt.
Hacker is. Oh no! Sorry. Don't play it. Whatever you do. Not going into a game. That's too cruel. Don't do it. Hacker has chimed in.
Hey, Randy, the first pitch at 5 p.m.
Oh Lord! All right, we're going to pause here and give our sponsors a chance to identify themselves here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963. The Play Maxi Auto Group wants to maximize your drive at every step of your car ownership experience, from the personalized car buying experience with competitive, transparent pricing to reliable and consistent repairs from factory-trained technicians. Play Maxi goes beyond the sale to ensure seamless, enjoyable, and tailored experiences to fit your vehicle needs. Find them in Harrison, Mountain Home, Clinton, or Berryville, or online at ClayMaxiAutoGroup.com. Want to maximize your drive at the Clay Maxi Auto Group.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I don't know. Somebody else.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell brought back crispy chicken nuggets, and I can't believe how good they are.
Why can't you believe it?
Because you're Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
Yeah, but a taco place can do nuggets, right?
Yeah, the Hidden Valley Fire Ranch is awesome.
Okay, they're good, but we're not a chicken place.
When did you guys become a chicken place?
Chicken? Can't a taco place do good nuggets? Are we not allowed to do both?
What do you mean?
You think it's cool to do both, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are they okay?
I don't think so.
We're totally a taco place that's a chicken place that's also a taco place.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats for real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats for real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats for real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats for real live MCs. Playground tactics. No rabbit in a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new.
Just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's time for the Wrath Rod Replacement Sale at Wrath Auto Resources. Right now, bring in your old car and get up to $3,750 above appraised market value for your trade. Take advantage of over $20,000 in recent price reductions on our road-ready certified pre-owned inventory. Inspected and reconditioned in our on-site Meineke Car Care Center and backed by a comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Rod Replacement Sale all this month at Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com.
Hi, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darby Bobby with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. Certainly pretty good weather out there today, though there could be a storm this evening. It will be very isolated. Otherwise, a quiet night for most of us. Lows drop in the upper 50s to around 60, nice and mild. And then Thursday, well, we will see those rain chances come up. In fact, both some scattered variety, hit and miss showers and storms possible the next couple of days, with highs both Thursday and Friday in the mid to upper 70s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
SPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair because there was nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the stadium shop. Stop by and tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. Razorback baseball team knocked off UALR 10-0 last night in 7, run the record to 35-7. They play again tonight. Razorbacks will head to Gainesville this weekend. That's all I got because they really didn't do anything today. Your Ruskin and Zach X-Polls.
All over it.
Is calling someone's favorite athlete a compiler the worst insult you can say? We're 50-50 on this right now.
It's just not accurate.
It's pretty. It'll make you get out of your chair and charge at somebody.
Well, yeah. Again, you're fighting 7 different battles. Well, he did this. Well, he did that, or she did this, or that. And the compiler insulter just sits there and watches as you spin off the planet.
If they call your favorite player a compiler, you're going to huff and puff for a while.
Absolutely. You're going to be muttering later.
Pawing your feet on the ground like you're a bull ready to charge. You know what I mean? You're going to be mad.
If your pet doesn't like them, should you? 80.5% of you said no. Absolutely not. As a grumpy adult, which of the following bothers you the most? Open doors, lights on, loud noises, or people? 64% of you said people. And when you say, what is the expected nap time? 52.5% of you said 1 to 2 hours. Okay. Those are your Ruskin and Zach polls. Go grab ass.
Medical professional said 90 minutes is the optimal.
Build a story on them, so I'm going to go with that.
Remember, it gets you into one REM cycle,
right?
Which and if you wake up early from a nap, that's bad juju. It
would like to be in REM sleep once. I don't sleep anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, I'm tired. I go to bed. I fall asleep. I just wake up at 1:45, and it's like, well, I'm up.
See, I can't shut it all off. I lay there in the dark, and it's just like
out of curiosity. When you say you can't shut it all off, what is the it all?
The cranium, all this stuff up here. I just can't. I can't do it unless I'm watching a TV show.
Is it the dogs?
Well, that's part of it because they're they're insane. Like me,
they're insane.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I'm about to take them down off the wall behind me. I'm so aggravated. They don't deserve the. And by the way, ever since they've been on the wall, they've been behaving like holy terrorists. So maybe they need to come down off the wall.
Yeah, maybe.
The fame has gone to their heads.
Scott, the tortilla guy, says Scotch will keep you awake. Actually, puts me to sleep.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bob and Branson says calling your favorite. So.
Well, if he's the quarterback, yeah.
Yeah. Gavin in Fayetteville says after 40, you can't control your bowels, you can't sleep. It's just all downhill.
True.
I haven't had the bowel problem, but I am having the sleep problem. I don't sleep.
Right. Okay, Skeeter won a baseball score from yesterday. He's asking if I saw it. I did not see it. I'm going to look it up
Hell
right
no,
now.
He was out watching Clayton Kershaw in a game that he doesn't remember the score to.
The Nationals.
The Nationals?
Yeah, but they won too. But let's see here. Scrolling. Okay, here's the score I'm supposed to look up.
Okay.
Missouri State 11, Missouri 0.
What?
Yeah, Missouri got 3 hits. What? Skeeter says, I don't think Missouri could beat Crowder College right now.
Why is Crowder taking so many strays?
Crowder would beat Missouri. I would not schedule them.
What did we do to Crowder? What has Crowder done to you? You know the president's going to call one of these days. Why are y'all making fun of me?
He's going to call Tommy and be like, hey, what's the deal? That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Right.
Crowder's a fine institution.
Sure, absolutely.
I know a couple of our kids from Springdale are up there playing basketball and baseball.
I mean, this is apropos of nothing, but I believe LSU got run ruled yesterday, too, in a non-con game.
Really? By whom?
Again, scrolling. I got it. Northwestern State 13.
The Demons got
LSU 3.
What?
Yeah.
How? Did they not play anybody? Did they?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
They got run ruled.
How terrible for you, LSU.
LSU got beat by Northwestern State in 7. I'm sure everybody's being totally calm about that.
I'm sure that Baton Rouge is doing just great.
They're just very, very excited about that. Thrilled, even. The only SEC baseball game today is Arkansas versus Little Rock coming up at 5 p.m. Or many of you will be headed to that coverage here momentarily on ESPN Arkansas.
Lucky you.
If Zach put all the
did
proper...
this correctly, and that is always up in the air.
Right.
It looks like I did it.
Yeah.
Texas almost lost to Texas State. The Armadillos last night, according to Jamie and P. Ridge. Wow. Aren't they the Bobcats or something?
Midweek games, college baseball. The games are so weird, man, because you have people that don't normally play. You're not using your normal pitchers.
You're not using your team.
And it's just it's
metal
bizarre.
bats.
You're just trying to get through it. But you got to have these games because you can't go a week without playing every week. But then again, some of your guys are going like a week without playing, so it's bizarre. It's a weird deal. But there you have it. All right. 877-377-6963, Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Here's another weird thing about college baseball. In a midweek, Ole Miss plays Mississippi State, but it's not a conference game.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's stupid.
Like American Legion out here.
Yeah,
it's weird.
that's what you're. It's just I couldn't get a midweek game. You can get a midweek game.
Yeah. That must be something where they're required by like the governor or something to play each other, something like that. I don't know. That's a strange one. Doesn't make sense. You know what? A lot of stuff doesn't make sense in college sports anymore.
No,
so add that to put another log on the fire on that deal.
Do you think Hunter's going to call Jackie Mock and see if she can get the 200 back? I would. That's who I'd call. Hunter.
Yeah.
Forget these stuffed suits. You need a bulldog.
Yeah.
Go get Jackie.
Who cares about your house counsel that you keep on retainer? Go get Jackie Mock.
Yeah. Now Jackie's going to make fun of you, but
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean she's going to make fun of you as you go through the interview process, but she'll get your money back. Hell or high water.
Some of you are leaving Abbreviated Hockey Corner.
Yep.
Abbreviated Hockey Corner. Montreal and Washington tonight. Game 2. Dallas and Colorado. Game 3 from Denver. And Edmonton and LA. Game 2 from what used to be the Staples Center. All right. We're going to send you all to baseball coming up momentarily. Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. That's right. Open to the public, just like golf. BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, Highlands Pub and Patio, all open to the public. BV65 is the new barbecue restaurant in Bella Vista. Check it out. Cover the food, stay for the views. Go to BellaVistaPOA.com for all the information. BellaVistaPOA.com. All right, enjoy your little baseball game. We will continue on YouTube and on ESPN 99.5. Don't go anywhere.
Previously on Halftime.
877-377-6963. Give us these 3 crazy things that happened in sports in 1994. You get a gift certificate to Fish City Grill. Congratulations to Kevin in Fort Smith with the correct answer.
Fish City Friday Trivia presented by Fish City Grill. 2003 Bellevue Road in Rogers. Friendly folks, serious seafood. Listen to Halftime weekdays from 11 to 2, only on ESPN 99.5.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Derek, can you believe the Crane Automotive team is having us on location again? You'd think they would have learned their lesson the first time.
We give the people what they want. We'll be live Friday, April 25th at Crane Buick GMC in Springdale. You're the Prince of Springdale, right, Zach?
Something like that. Come see us at 6372 West Sunset Avenue. Please bring us snacks, drinks, anything else we might like. Bill, do you want anything?
Well, how about a good show for once?
Ruscin and Zach live at Crane Buick GMC this Friday from 2 to 6.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. What comes to mind? Best steaks, best wings, best salads, best sports bar, best all-around restaurant. You're right on every count. Now picture where you'll celebrate graduation, treat mom on Mother's Day, or host your next team meeting. The answer? The All-American Steakhouse in Springdale. Download their app on Google Play or the App Store to order online for pickup or delivery, or to book a private meeting room for your business event or family celebration. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs, with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Attention business owners. Are you overpaying for your website, dropping thousands up front and shelling out more than $95 a month? Stop the madness! With Modular Orange, you get a custom-built, fully managed website for just $95 a month. No hidden fees, no headaches. They write it, build it, launch it, update it, and secure it so you can focus on your business. Ditch the overpriced hassle and go simple. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month. And thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
ESPN 99.5. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Bump.
Yes. Correct.
Let me tell you something about that phone.
Yep.
Go ahead. I got a bone to pick with that phone.
All right. You're going to do it here.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Well, I figure I'm safe. Nobody can hear me.
That's not true. Everybody's listening.
Get him the hell out of here.
Ruscin and Zach, your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this
All
one.
together now.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8 For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Oof, I don't know.
Got a lot of miles out of that.
Yeah. Ring the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Woo pig.
I wonder if he texted her.
This team sucks.
Thank you.
Sure he did.
You think he did?
Of course. Look, I don't know much, but I know if somebody, a stranger, gives you their phone number, it's open season.
See what happens.
Yeah, you absolutely. Yeah, you know what?
Shooters shoot.
You know
I
what?
believe the kids say.
You're coming out of the bullpen. Just run them out there. See what happens. Let's see what happens.
The kids also say sus.
That's right.
You know who else says sus?
You.
Me. Yeah.
When did I say it?
Yesterday.
I did?
You did.
I thought you were talking to him.
No.
Me?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
you.
he's talking to you. You said sus.
What was sus? What was
You
was
were,
that?
you were talking about Madden and something, and that's very sus.
You did say that.
Did?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh, God, and I don't even know I did it. That's the worst.
That's the worst. Now.
What are the other things
yeah.
I've said that I don't remember saying? Oh, God. Leaking confidence over here. now.
That's not where you want to be.
Hey, you folks are here on a great day
Are ya?
because it's Wednesday and coming up at 5 o'clock, another installment of Grill Bill here.
Yes,
on
very
Zach.
exciting.
So don't miss out on
You want
that.
to be there for that.
That's very good stuff here. Earlier we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about the some of the details have emerged in the Madden Iamaleava saga at Arkansas, and you said On3 says Arkansas is trying to recoup about $200,000.
According to On3, they won $200,000 back.
You are a bum.
So they're trying to they're really trying to make a principal out of $200,000. That's what they're trying to do.
Look, when you don't have a lot of NIL, every penny counts.
Yeah. Like, this is a tricky one because, like, I don't see everybody's going to agree with him. You know, he violated a contract. Absolutely, you should. There should be retribution. But if you're the only one that's going to enforce these rules, that's going to be used against you by a lot of people in terms of recruiting. And as this era of wild west college athletics continues, that's going to make it. It's already hard to get players here to recruit here. I think we can see that with football as they continually come in 14th, 15th, 16th place in the SEC in the recruiting rankings every single year, regardless of coach.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter who the coach is. Petrino, Pittman, Bielema, it doesn't matter. They're all in the bottom. So it's very difficult to get players to come here. And now you're going to add another layer to that. While you may be correct, is it worth it over $200,000, or is $200,000 just you write it off that you don't have to deal with these crazy people anymore?
Now, look, Tennessee said no to the $4 million.
So you have some solidarity.
You've got some solidarity. This may be the tipping point in all of this in Arkansas, maybe on the front end of it, where schools start saying no. And it's like saying the quiet part out loud where somebody goes, yeah, I agree with him.
If that's the case, then if you've got strength in numbers, then you're set. There's no problem here. But what I worry about is you're going to be the only one that enforces this stuff, and everybody else is just going to keep playing without any rules.
You know how this goes. In 2 weeks, nobody will remember any of this. If Arkansas rolls out and offers the next quarterback $500,000, he's not going to remember who Iamaleava was,
right?
And he's going to take the money up front. I don't understand why you give it to him all up front. I just don't understand.
If he was here for like 3 months and reportedly he had a 1-year, $500,000 deal. That's what CBS reports. And he had already gotten $200,000. So there must have been some sort of part of it up front, and then you go into payments or something like that. That seems to be what they did here.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. And again, it may be, and here's another thing that could happen. It's one of those situations where when you're at the AD convention, you're like, man, I appreciate what you guys tried to do. I wish I could have supported you more, but I mean, I can't in my position.
I don't. Again, we don't know how this. The the notion that Hunter Yurachek's out in front of anything is laughable at best. But
He's been leading from the back on NIL since the jump.
Yeah.
Since the jump. And has not faced any consequences for it at Arkansas. He has not lost any, to my knowledge.
No.
There's been no lack of popularity. Like, people still like him.
This is a very fluid situation. I would like to take a step back. I would like to see it play out because I feel like there's something to be gained here from the administrative side, from the sports side of this, because it has been player controlled since July of 2022, when this thing when it just burst open. It feels like, okay, hey, we're into revenue sharing. In 2 months or 3 months, we're going to get that report which shows what you spend, and then I think we're going to get some answers on. I think we're going to get some clarity on some of these certain situations.
Right. It's like they wanted the players wanted this free money. Well, there's not free money, and now the grown-up side of being in a contract and a business relationship and all this sort of stuff is starting.
Well, that's a foreign concept to the athletes,
right?
Is being told, you have
supposed
to do
just
this.
Be a handout. There's not supposed to be any obligations.
No.
You know what? I'm supposed to show up and do this and show up here and do this and that. No. That's not.
I want my money and I'm going to do what I want. Is the way that this goes. It's what's going to catch a guy like Shedeur Sanders when he gets to the NFL, when the league's like, no, that's not the way we do this.
Right.
You're going to have to do certain things, and I guess it's better to learn it early. I don't know. I of course, as the parent of a potential NIL athlete, this my perspective is all subject to change.
And depending on who waves the largest bag of cash in front of your face.
That's correct. Yes.
You could be the next.
Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun?
You're going to be Lamar Ball. And
Lamar?
What is Iamaleava's dad's name? Nick?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, I think he's Nico Sr., but he goes by Nick.
Okay.
Now, I just read it's an excerpt from an article on the situation at Tennessee with Nico. And apparently, Nico didn't know about any of this. And he felt very betrayed by that the university was leaking out this sort of information. And that's what led to, he didn't want to leave. And again, this is from the Iamaleava camp. But he didn't want to leave. He wanted to be part of the University of Tennessee. Then he doesn't show up Friday for a practice or a meeting. And by that point, relations have been severed, and Tennessee had moved on.
Yeah, he wanted to be there.
Well, he wanted to be there as long as the money was right.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
as long as every Friday he went to the little window, and
as long as the bag arrived every couple of weeks. Yeah, but I just don't understand being paid up front. That gives you, as a business, no protection on the back end.
I think the upfront thing is an attention grabber. Okay, I mean, who are you going to go with? It's someone who will give you $50,000 a day or $200,000 a day.
I know.
So that's
I know.
But it's one of those deals nobody wants to do. But right now, that's kind of the way the business is. You have to kind of do it that way, even though nobody wants to do it that
I know.
way. It doesn't make sense.
You have to go with the Joneses on it. I get it, but
especially if someone can leave after 4 months and not even be here.
That's why these people should not be in charge of anything. They shouldn't run a popsicle stand. No, they are not capable of controlling themselves.
No, they don't know what they're doing.
No, I mean, no business in America is going to give you the money up front, hoping that you'll stay.
It's the same reason this school at one point was paying 4 football coaches, because nobody knows what they're doing, and you make bad deal after bad deal after bad deal, and it's But there's a thing about leverage, though, and how much leverage do the SEC schools with players, and if they don't want to, if you want to get a little aggressive trying to seek more stuff with your deal or whatever, and they just say no. Do the SEC schools have plenty of leverage here? Because you can't just go. It's one of the top-rated leagues in terms of television, so you get a lot of eyeballs on you.
Yeah.
You can go somewhere else and maybe get more money, but are you going to get the the time on TV and all that stuff?
And Bill, correct me if I'm wrong. You watch as much as we do. I think the focus has shifted. I don't think Nico Iamaleava is an NFL quarterback. So his priority has to be to get as much money as he can now,
right,
and extend that college experience as long as possible.
Yeah, he needs to be in school as long as Bo Nix was.
Yeah, I mean, Bo Nix is an NFL quarterback.
Sure.
But it took Bo Nix a while to develop.
My NFL.
Yeah, he's your NFL quarterback. It took him a while to develop. But take a guy like Iamaleava, either one of them. Nico's not an NFL quarterback today, tomorrow, next week, next year. This is a guy that's going to have to make his money now because there's nothing on the other side of it.
Right. And you have enough. If you look at his perspective for a moment, if anybody's interested in that, but he's got a very limited window to acquire as much dollars as possible.
Yep. That's why guys are staying 5 and 6 years.
Because you can get the money, you have a little bit of a name, and there aren't really a lot of rules right now.
No.
There's going to be more rules put in July 1st. So this is kind of the window to a certain extent. Now, there's still going to be craziness after July 1st, I believe. But we're going to have a little bit more of a handle on this stuff, and then it's not going to be as crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Graham in Prairie Grove says, Madden Iamaleava's little brother, NCAA 2007, is going to be a 5-star seed. Madden joke. That's pretty good. I understand it. And again, having a kid that's eventually going to, play high school sports and on, I get the perspective. But there's a point at which you've got to be the adult in the room, and you've got to teach your kids that this is not okay. What you're doing is not okay. You're trying to make a mad money grab and set not your kids up, but set you, Papa Iamaleava, up for life. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to set yourself up.
Right. The drive home inspired by Mr. Sparky.
He's probably in town too.
Here on Ruscin and Zach. Well, he was over the weekend. The CBS Sports article says that everybody was in town over the weekend for the spring game that, of course, didn't happen because of the weather.
Yeah.
So they were here.
You think that was the tipping point?
What, the not having the spring game? Because it didn't rain, but it might have rained and
it didn't rain. Not a drop. Not a drop. I remember walking outside to go get my mail, and I'm like, blinding.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't want to deal with all the public coming up here and autographs. They didn't want to deal with all that stuff. Right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can run with that.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
I'll just say it that way. That way we don't get sued. Hacker suggesting that this should all be played out on one of those TV court shows like Judge Judy or does Steve Harvey still do a judge show during the summer on ABC?
I
hope so. That's a good one. Those shows are all right. People's Court. You know Doug Llewellyn's still alive? Did you know that? Oh, yeah.
Doug Llewellyn is still around. I did not know that.
Don't take the law into your own hands. You take them to court.
What a revelation that show was.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Doug Llewellyn's still alive.
I watched Monday Night Football with Judge Judy's bailiff, Hawk or whatever his name is.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Watched Monday Night Football.
Well, here's the thing. They shoot that show.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like on it. And I'm like, what? Okay, you were in the same room with him.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
He lives in San Francisco. And they shoot like 40 episodes. They do it all in like 2 weeks.
Right.
So
Okay.
He comes down to L.A. and
you said you watched it, and I'm like, he wasn't on Monday Night
it's a
Football.
convoluted story, but he's a Raider fan. And the Broncos and Raiders
Well, that
are playing,
explains a lot.
And somehow I ended up there, and dude makes mean ribs.
Well, all right.
Doug Llewellyn, by the way, 86 and went to South Carolina. He's an SEC guy.
Well,
claim that one.
SEC
legend, Doug Llewellyn.
He's more of an SEC legend than some of the clowns they've inducted in the last couple of years.
Say, do something with that, you hack.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here.
SEC legend. Is he on the Who's Who?
Petrie Hawkins Bird. That's the That's
Hawk.
the bailiff. Yeah. Known as Bailiff Bird or Bird on the show. All right.
Again, watch football with him.
Do you think what's his name? Doug Llewellyn ends up on like the distinguished alumni at South Carolina?
Listen, okay. Now here's a question. All right. Here's a question. Because we all know, like Judge Judy makes like $30 million a year or something like that.
Right.
Or like Seacrest and Vanna White. Like, how much is the bailiff pulling down?
Oh, I'm sure he's doing okay.
The bailiff is an important part of this show. I mean, if people get nuts. The microphone's broken.
But I was trying.
Don't worry, we're getting a new board.
Yeah, don't you worry about it.
Sure. Well, he makes enough to A, live in San Francisco, B, share an apartment in Los Angeles. So I think he's doing all right.
All right.
So he's making a few million.
He's all right.
Making a few million. Probably not Vanna White money, but I mean, he's doing all right.
What's Vanna?
He's not Vanna White.
Well, Vanna White.
She turns letters, damn it.
Vanna White, she touches the screen now. Doesn't even have to turn
it's
the
been a
letters.
while since I've watched.
But Vanna's making like I don't know, 10, 15 million or something.
It's not bad.
Yeah. To work, as we've talked about, those shows, like they work 4 days a month. That is the job.
Yeah.
That's
the job we all want.
4 days a month, you do 5-6 shows a day, and there you go. You got 24 in the can.
You know what?
That's great.
I'm sitting here and I'm on the University of South Carolina's website. I got into South Carolina.
You did?
I did. Doug Llewellyn, nowhere on their website.
Well, maybe he didn't finish. Maybe he just went there.
I don't care. You have to put him on it. Doug Llewellyn.
Right.
I just wanted the hat.
What hat?
I don't want to talk about
the hat. Those hats that had the words. Those are back in style. You can find those now.
It had like the block lettering. It's at University of South Carolina with the
That's
through the
right.
middle.
Yeah.
That's
the not game, but the other part of their
Abner pointing out that Wapner was the goat of Judge shows, Judge Judy a compiler.
Oh,
taking a shot.
Well, Judge Judy made more money than Wapner did, but Wapner did it
money's
first.
not the measure of everything.
It isn't?
No.
When did that start?
Well, divorce
my
one
own-
or divorce two. You take your pick.
Again, happy I
Fair
could do
point.
it.
Yeah. We were also looking up Maury Povich today for some reason.
Where'd he go to school?
I don't know. Does anybody know?
I bet USC.
Let's see here. He's also 86, oddly enough. How about that?
University of Pennsylvania.
Now, Judge Wapner has since departed.
Yes.
but he made it to 97.
Yeah,
wow, he hung in there.
97.
Look
when
at
he
him.
kicked it.
Still getting decisions wrong at 97.
There's a guy that, listen, I haven't been around forever, but that guy always looked old. I never saw young Judge Wapner.
No.
He always looked old with the white hair on the side and everything.
Smoking 3 packs a day will do.
Rusty the bailiff. That was his bailiff. He probably wasn't making,
No, he wasn't making hawk money.
apartment in L.A. and San Francisco money. Rusty the bailiff probably had to do some, night security stuff or something.
Working at ESPN or something.
That's right. He had to do some off-duty bodyguard work or something to make ends meet. I don't know.
So I'm reading on Rusty the bailiff. His name was Rusty Burrell.
Yeah.
He was a sheriff's. He was an L.A. Los Angeles County Superior Court sheriff's deputy.
Right.
Give me a second. I'm getting some information.
Did he have a gun on the show?
He did.
Oh, good. All right, cool. It's good.
Oh, let's see here. Not a lot of information.
Jamie is claiming the best TV bailiff was Bull Shannon. That was Night Court, though. That wasn't.
That's a fictional.
That's right. That was the.
Come on, man.
The fake Night Court.
And the reboot's terrible. Have you seen the reboot?
It's not that great.
With the little midget from Big Bang.
Yeah. Melissa Rauch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wrong there. That's terrible.
Yeah. She's supposedly Harry's daughter. That's the whole premise.
See, we don't need to be rebooting shows from 45 years ago.
No.
Abner says Jerry Springer went to Tulane. Shout out to Wavy.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Abner said it, so I don't know.
And Abner's at church, so why wouldn't he wouldn't lie to us like Tanner?
Yeah, right.
Abner is pulled into like P1 as far as our churchgoers go. Like Tanner is slid to the outside, and he's in P2. Yeah, after yesterday's story.
Bull was dopey and all, but I always liked the other one. Whether it was Roz or Selma.
Roz.
The other one was the sassy one on Night Court. Bull was just the the dope, the lovable fool.
Was Roz? This is going to sound stupid, but it's a serious question. Was Roz also Nell?
No.
Okay.
That's Nell Carter. Roz was played by Marsha Warfield. And she pops up on this new version, apparently.
Again, that is way too much inside baseball.
John Larroquette's in the new version, too.
Yeah. You want to do, what did we learn real quick?
Yeah,
I have a great one.
Yeah, I'm
because
ready
it's
for this.
draft week.
It is draft week.
I have a great one. I know, Bill, you've got one. Fire away.
I've got an obscure one because I just randomly searched just weird stuff on the interweb. Did you know that giraffes are 30 times more likely to get struck by lightning than humans?
Because they're way up there.
Yeah.
They're way up there.
Lightning rods.
Yeah, exactly.
30 times?
I mean, it's, 15, 20 feet. Yeah.
Sure.
Why
Okay.
not? I learned today. No, it is draft week. We're going to have the draft, by the way, on ESPN Arkansas starting tomorrow, 6:00.
Yeah.
Howdy, hey. Did you know that the only NFL team to draft a serial killer is the Green Bay Packers?
Really?
The Green Bay Packers drafted Randall Brent Woodfield in 1974. He was cut from the team after several incidents of what we'll call indecent exposure. That he then went on to become the I-5 killer.
Really?
Yeah, he's
way to step your game up.
Yeah. He got life imprisonment, 99 years, suspected of killing 44 people between October 9th of 1980 and February 15th, 1981.
Okay.
The I-5 killer, Randall, Randall Woodfield, draft pick of the Green Bay Packers. So, shout out Packers.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah, go Pack, go.
Right.
Played at Portland State, by the way.
Apparently, on this date, I learned 125 years ago today, 1900. Apparently the word hillbilly is used for the first time in a newspaper of course, the New York Journal. It's those. It's always those snobs in the Northeast, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's the first time, apparently, hillbilly. I don't know anything about the article or anything else here. It doesn't say, but that's the first time, apparently, that word was used. 125 years ago today.
All right, so we're getting some text, some Aaron Hernandez text. He's only convicted of killing one. Okay, so that doesn't make him a serial killer. I see where you're going.
Is it 3 or more?
I don't know what the threshold is. I really don't want to know. But I know 44.
You've never thought about that?
I know 44 makes the cut.
At 1:45 in the morning, you've ever thought, how many does it make you a serial
I do weird things at 1:45 in the morning. I booked a hair appointment at 1:45 in the morning.
I bet you did.
I did. I was just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not going back to sleep. So I might as well.
Well, that's because you got plans.
Huh?
I said you had to get your haircut because you got plans.
Yeah, you got big plans.
I do.
You got big plans.
Yes, big plans.
Huge plans.
Huge plans. Right. Big old plans. Big plans. This
All
is
right.
uncomfortable.
We know where you're going to be now. Hey, man, you need anything?
No. We're all good. Everything's great. I got this.
All right.
Everything's wonderful.
That's what we learned today here
Yeah.
on Ruscin.
Go Pack, go. Who will draft this year's serial killer?
Yes. We'll start to find out.
I can't wait.
Tomorrow evening.
Yep. 6 o'clock. We'll have all of it.
They've done that thing on ESPN where they have the countdown going, like in
Yeah.
hours,
It's really dumb.
on the corner of the screen. It's like 55 hours. Well, now it's less than that, but when I was looking at it, 55 hours, 45. Thank God they don't put it up during the hockey game. That would have made people.
Yeah, that would
nuts
have pissed
if
people
if they
off.
left that up there the whole time. Anyway, but they don't do that. Hockey's on tonight again too. So is playoff basketball. At the
Yeah, listen.
you got any action on that?
The Knicks need to get going.
Well,
That's all
they
I'm saying.
play tomorrow. 1-1 in Detroit.
I didn't like the fact that they lost to Detroit. Nobody loses to Detroit.
No, that was last year.
No, they lost 2 days ago.
No, I'm just saying Detroit was horrible last year.
Yeah.
This year they're not bad.
Don't
Cade
try.
Cunningham.
Don't try and encourage me. Don't make me feel better.
Is that guy going to get Coach of the Year?
Who?
The
The coach of
Detroit
the
guy.
Yeah,
Is it Atkinson?
no, Kenny Atkinson's in Cleveland.
Oh, okay, that's right.
University
he's
of
gonna get
Richmond
coach-
product. By
He's
the way.
going to get Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I went to his basketball camps.
Isn't it? Where's Bickerstaff?
It's Bickerstaff. JV Bickerstaff. That's it. Yep, correct. Okay. Kenny Atkinson. He's probably going to get it. Cleveland. All right. Ruscin and Zach, 877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Okay. Sean, by the way, 3 or more murders, serial killer.
Thank you, Sean. Good to know. Thank you for
Glad
that
we
was
cleared
a
that
total profiling question.
Right. Go ahead and flag Sean's number in the system.
Send that down to Fayetteville PD.